Keeler. He took over the bank as soon as the judge was murdered.
But I think that's because when you make tough decisions, you're left to deal with the repercussions.
But seriously, dear, I've done so many of these shows across the nation, helped so many people, and guided them to my website. And
Look at this.
what is this, a joke program? I mean, what type of a program are you running here?
Here comes the ball.
Go, go, go.
Did you hear
that hair?
Be hungry. First on Fox Sports.
New York!
Morning radio personality Bill Keeler is no longer on the air. He was fired yesterday over a
Father O'Shaughnessy?
Yes.
Great Bullwell in Lynchburg, Virginia. How are you?
Good morning, Jim. Go to hell!
Well, good morning. And a little misty rain falling out there, but it's mild. We're upper 50s right now. Well, wasn't it a beautiful night last night? If you got a chance to be out, it was breezy. It was like still like 65 last night. I mean, it was something. All right, so those Giants. Oh boy, I mean, they just clobbered the Denver Broncos all game long until they didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I was literally having, I keep saying literally, I was having visions of, well, now we're going to be 3-4.
Right,
you
you trying to figure things out.
The toughest, we got the toughest 8-game or 9-game schedule they said in NFL history. When the Giants schedule came out, they said it's so tough we've never seen anything like it before. And to lose that game, I guess, like I said, I mentioned Francesa. I watched his post-game podcast because basically he was saying he felt like, if I understood it correctly, I was in such a daze that, they've kind of they're over a hill. The Giants that have been on the field for the last decade never would have been in a position to blow a game like this. Never. The game would have been long decided before the fourth quarter started. Essentially, I think was his point. And the fact that the Giants went down after having that lead, Jackson Dart took them all the way back down the field, and they took the lead again. And I can't believe how many times the Giants scored touchdowns yesterday and only got 6 points out of it. They missed an extra point early.
Twice they missed.
They went for 2 when it was 19-0.
And then they
so
missed
they would have got a free point there.
And they missed an extra point
on the last touchdown.
To make it 33.
So instead of getting 21 points,
the field goal would have tied the game and sent it to overtime.
On those 3 touchdowns, instead of getting 21, they get 18.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother possession. It's
they scored 13 points in the fourth quarter. The Giants scored 19 points in the second half. So the offense was really doing its job. The defense just could not stop the Broncos in the second half.
I'm tempted to call the White House and tell the president that I've never seen anything like it before. And I want ICE to come and construct a wall around the Denver Bronco end zone.
Okay.
So they can't get in
so
anymore.
No one can get in.
It was like the southwestern border. The Broncos just kept coming across the goal line. Touchdown after touchdown after touchdown.
It was my son was at the game, and he's also a Giants fan. So he was a bit on the devastated side. Like, how do you lose this game?
I can't believe it. So I guess now they're 2-5. I didn't have high hopes for anything in the playoffs. I really didn't until we were in the third quarter yesterday, and I was like, wow, I just can't believe how good they look right now. The Broncos are a legitimate team. Sean,
they are. I think they really
Payton
are. Yeah.
And Bo Nix in that offense, and they were in Denver. And I could see that being a trap game because who thinks the Giants are going to come in and wreak havoc on offense against any team, really? So I could see why the Broncos were kind of surprised, but they woke up in time for sure.
I brought in some products today for.
Are those beers? Because I could go for one this morning.
I have one for you.
I'll take vodka, too, if you have
I'd like
it.
you to try this.
I cannot believe they lost that game.
This is 1911 cider donut.
Oh, this is actually beer.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cider beer.
Yeah. Open that up and try that.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I mean,
A cider donut, huh?
I wouldn't suggest you drink the whole thing, but, open that up and just give it a sip. Just a taste test.
Smitty, do we have sipping cups? Sampling cups? Oh, there you go. Ooh, that smells pretty good. That smells like a cider donut.
Yeah, doesn't it? Taste it.
Right out of the can?
Right out of the
You don't
can.
want any of this?
No, I don't want it.
Okay, here we go.
Personally, I think it's the worst tasting stuff I've ever tasted in my life. But if you like it, you like
A
it?
couple more?
Here's two more. That had to go. And
So
then-
it is a little different. I understand texturally you are, I guess, anticipating a donut.
Sweet. It's sweet. Oh, God. And then, Davey, I brought you the Fisher's Island Lemonade, 100% spiked, for when you get really frustrated in the morning.
Thank
You don't want to give it to Manansky. And then I have Jameson Ginger and Lime, made with Irish whiskey.
Really?
I have two of these for you. I'm cleaning out my fridge in the back.
I'll tell you what, you give me a couple of those, and I don't think I'll make it tonight.
I have more coming. The week is going to be plentiful if you want my leftovers.
Okay, it sounds good.
I mean, these are nice leftovers because they've never been opened before, right? So it's unlike bringing you a half-eaten piece of steak. But Mighty John, the record guy, is on today. 10 records for October, worth more than $100. Halloween. Hard to believe. We're at the 20th, so we're 11 days away from Halloween, and before you know it, it'll be November. Crazy.
I hate to sound like a television meteorologist, but I am surprised that November is just around the corner.
Considering, like a day like yesterday was, I think we were close to 80 degrees yesterday. It just felt that way.
Wow.
And, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was only 75, whatever. But it felt really, really good. Okay, we have and remember, Wednesday, we are live at the Upstate Cancer Center on the corner where Joel's Steakhouse used to be, on the corner of 31 and 365. And it will be there from 6 until 9 a.m., and it's free mammography. It's free sign-ups for colonoscopies, and all of it is to the importance here of getting tested for cancer. Not just women, but men as well. Extremely important. So we'll be there. We want you to come over, and the Mammogramobile, I think is what they call it, is going to be there as well. So
The Mammogram Mobile. Okay.
yeah. Shutdown heads into another week. Could this break the record for the longest ever shutdown? Good question. Ryan Schmelz standing by right now from Fox News Radio. Ryan, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
I got to tell you, as we get close to Thanksgiving, this is just my little prediction. Neither side is going to want to put the country through so flying in the airports at Thanksgiving is already horrible.
Mm-hmm.
So to do it during a shutdown, that is the only thing to me that is possibly going to push Democrats and Republicans to say, let's cut a deal. What do you think?
I mean, there were people this weekend who I was talking to who flew into D.C. and they were not excited with how air traffic looks right now.
Yeah,
and so that's, I think, how everyone's feeling, which is that air traffic control is kind of a mess, and it's only going to get worse when we get into the November months, which is a big travel season.
Yeah. So you'll have, I just can't, that Thanksgiving is such a busy time, and travel is already at a standstill. And with delays, if there's a little weather problem or something like that, I just can't imagine either one is going to look good when this whole thing is said and done. So other than that, though, do you see any end in sight, and could the record be broken?
I think it's becoming a very real possibility that the record could be broken. In terms of an end in sight, no, there's not really an end in sight right now, unless you see 5 Democrats decide to deflect from their party and vote to reopen the government. This thing is going to probably keep dragging on. And unless Republicans want to negotiate, it's going to keep dragging on. So it doesn't seem like there's really a solution that's on the table right now.
It doesn't. I mean, it does not seem like there's any, because in reality, both sides, their base is giving them the thumbs up, saying, basically, get it, that this is what they want them to do, to fight. And but I just think that will come to an end as we get to the holidays. We will see. And then, of course, over the weekend, the No Kings protests were pretty large over the weekend. It was certainly significant. They were in cities all over the country. I realize the president has basically downplayed that, but it was significant in cities around the country.
It was, and George Santos is also free. So
and I forgot all about that. Yeah, the president has pardoned George Santos.
That's insane. Do you have info on that? What was the promise that Santos had to make? I saw a headline that he said, "I promised Trump something." I don't know.
I don't remember that. I mean, I assume he probably promised him that he wouldn't go to jail again or break any more laws. I would hope that would be the promise.
Yeah, me too.
I will never lie again about me and my family.
I just remember I reached out to somebody who was very much in favor of getting rid of George Santos, and their response was, "Ugh." So, it seemed like there are at least a couple of Republicans who are not very happy about this.
Yeah.
What was the reason? Was there an official reason given?
I didn't see anything.
I mean, President Trump put out an entire Truth Social post about it.
Oh, that I didn't see.
I can't remember specifically what he said. It was a long one. But essentially, he felt that George was done wrong, that he is a good person and deserves a second chance. And, President Trump has talked about how he's been, as he feels, a victim of the weaponized Justice Department, and that George Santos in some cases was used as a target. So he decided to pardon him.
Mike here this morning says George Santos promised, and this may be accurate, George Santos promised that he's going to give Trump 25% of his cameo money. So, maybe not. Okay, Ryan, interesting. That was kind of a surprise. The Santos thing was a bit of a surprise.
It was late on a Friday, too. So,
yeah. All right, you have a great day. We'll talk later in the week. Thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, Ryan Schmelz with Fox News Radio. Quick
break.
Wire
fraud and aggravated identity theft.
That's
not a political prosecution.
If you remember, he was just a mess. It was lie after lie after lie, like crazy lies, claiming that his family was in the trade center when the building went down and they got out or didn't get out. I forget the whole thing, but half of that stuff wasn't even true. He just has this pathological problem, and I'm not sure being in jail is going to correct it. Quick break, and we'll let Manaski do the news coming up here. It's Monday morning, 6:36 at WIBX.
We have still a light rain, 57 degrees. Good morning, I'm Jeff Manaski. This news update is brought to you by the new destination Kia of Utica on Commercial Drive in Yorkville. Israel and Hamas are accusing one another of violating the ceasefire. The Israeli military said Hamas carried out multiple attacks against its forces in Gaza on Sunday morning. Israel responded with an airstrike and called the Hamas attack a bold violation of the ceasefire. The agency that safeguards the U.S. nuclear stockpile is set to furlough most of its staff today because of the ongoing government shutdown. The National Nuclear Security Administration plans to send notices to 1,400 employees, leaving 400 people to guard the stockpile. The agency was created in 2000. This will be the first time it has furloughed workers during a shutdown. The California Highway Patrol says an artillery shell prematurely detonated during a live fire demonstration at Camp Pendleton Saturday, sending fragments onto the CHP vehicle and motorcycle assigned to the vice president and J.D. Vance's protective detail. The incident happened during an event marking the 250th anniversary of the Marine Corps. No officers were injured in that incident. President Trump is demanding Colombia stop producing illegal drugs. In a post on Truth Social Sunday, Trump called on Colombian President Gustavo Petro an illegal drug dealer who strongly encourages the massive production of drugs. Trump went on to say that if Petro doesn't take immediate action to halt it, the U.S. will do it for him. And then he added, quote, "and it won't be done nicely," end quote. And Black Phone 2 is number 1 at the weekend box office. The sequel to the 2020 horror film took in just under $27 million, beating out Tron Ares, which grossed over $10 million. WIBX 950 AM 92.3 FM news time is 6:38. Some more wet weather on its way. Here's a look at your forecast.
Damp Monday morning, areas of scattered showers, embedded thunderstorms with some decent rainfall in spots. Don't hear too much thunder, probably not too much lightning. Scattered showers with us here with a gusty breeze today. Not a great Monday, near 60. Tonight, a chance of showers, mainly early, then clearing late, 43, 30s Adirondacks. Small chance of a shower tomorrow with sun and clouds, mid-60s. Even cooler Wednesday, chance of showers, upper 50s. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM.
Light rain, 57 at 6:39.
Are your windows old and tired? Hard to put up and down? Builder's grade windows just aren't made to last very long. Patriot Home Solutions is a different kind of window company. No games or gimmicks, no long drawn-out sales presentations, just high-quality, custom-fit windows at reasonable prices made right here in New York. And right now, you can get up to $2,000 off new windows from Patriot and NYSERDA, plus 0% interest for 18 months. Most homeowners qualify for the savings, and income is not one of the requirements. So write this number down, 315-401-0440. That's 401-0440. Patriot Home Solutions will tell you right over the phone if you qualify. Don't miss your chance to save up to $2,000 on new windows. Funds are limited, so call before they run out. Learn more at callpatriothomesolutions.com. That's callpatriothomesolutions.com.
We are here with Tom Giglio from Script Stop Pharmacy, Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro, our industry ace. What sets you apart from other pharmacies?
Script Stop Pharmacy, 131 Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro, New York. We're changing the game. We're a locally owned pharmacy, and we'll treat you like family. With fast, friendly service, no-wait immunizations, and automatic refills, we ensure that you never miss a dose. Pick up the phone and give us a call at 315-790-5300, and you won't have to sit on hold with an automated answering system. You'll be able to actually reach out to a person. You won't have to wait in a long line only to find out that your prescription isn't ready or is not in stock. We offer a wide range of services, including text message alerts when your prescriptions are ready. We have an app that you can manage your medications in, and we offer free delivery across all of Oneida County. And with 75 years of combined pharmacist experience, we're here to serve you quickly, reliably, and with a smile. Need a script? Make the stop, or just call Script Stop.
I've worn the uniform. I have stood beneath our flag, and I have fought for what it stands for. I'm Megan Terry, and I serve in the U.S. Army. At Collins Flags, that feeling of pride goes into every single stitch because they're made right here in the USA by folks just like me. This Veterans Day, show your love for the men and women who serve. Fly a Collins, American, or military flag with honor. Buy yours at collinsflags.com today. That's collinsflags.com. American made, proudly waved.
Frontotemporal degeneration, or FTD, causes uncharacteristic personality changes, apathy, and unexplained struggles with decision-making, movement, speaking, or language comprehension. It's often misdiagnosed as bipolar disorder, depression, and sometimes just a midlife crisis. Learn more this World FTD Awareness Week by visiting the Association for Frontotemporal Degeneration at theaftd.org.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month. LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication, report scams, and update your software. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information and fixes identity theft, guaranteed, or your money back. Start your protection today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities, so do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Adirondack Home Furniture wants you to fall in love with your home again. With their timeless design and incredible craftsmanship, their furniture is the type of furniture that gets passed down from generation to generation. For years, Adirondack Home Furniture has been providing quality and comfort to Central New York. From American-made pieces and new Amish pieces to top designers, Adirondack Home Furniture has what you want. Whether you're looking to redo your living room, dining room, bedroom, kids' rooms, or just need some pieces to get your home ready for the holidays, Adirondack Home Furniture has that perfect piece. With a fully stocked showroom and the best prices of the season, you need to stop in today. Adirondack Home Furniture has non-commissioned salespeople, which means you enjoy a relaxing, low-pressure shopping experience. They also pride themselves on their unmatched customer service and attention to detail. Stop into Adirondack Home Furniture today and get your home ready for the holidays. Riverside Center in North Utica, or go to AdirondackHomeFurniture.com.
Celebrating 100 years.
This is Keeler.
WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM.
Now back to the Keeler Show.
Good God. Yeah, Mayor John Stevens of Ilion, an update on their water upgrades. We'll get to him later on this morning. Also, Yacht Rock. Tommy Bowie, a.k.a. Tom Gardner from Yachtley Crew. I think they've played a few times around here.
Have you seen the videos for this?
Yeah,
I
it's
checked
pretty
it
good.
out when you sent me to Lincoln. It's kind of funny.
It's cheesy, and it's good. We're going to speak with them coming up later on this morning. James is in from the county executive's office. They're presenting Exit 31 project concepts to the public with an open house coming up. When is that open house?
Thursday.
23rd. Okay. And I'm very interested in that. How are they going to reconfigure when you get off the thruway? Because it just seems that you should be able to drive straight and be able to pick everything up, as opposed to having to go all the way around the corner by the grocery store. Are you familiar? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. So if you're getting off the thruway in Utica,
right by the bridge,
and you want to go to Rome.
Okay.
How do you go?
So to go to Rome, you would bear to the right. They now have a light installed just past the bridge, because I think that was kind of getting a bit dangerous because you couldn't see.
Okay.
So you'd hang the right, then you'd stay in the right lane, make the right before the two gas stations,
go all the
and
way
then
around
get on the ramp.
All the way around by the grocery store. The grocery store is right to your left.
Yeah,
that
I guess
plaza
so.
is right to your left as you're going.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally can see, is it NBT there or Berkshire? One or the other.
Maybe both.
Yeah. So, however, if you go straight, it'll take you to North Genesee Street. It loops around, you can get off at North Genesee Street. If you go straight.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I was talking about.
Well, if you go straight, you aren't able to, you have to turn right. You can't go straight.
Yeah, you have to turn right on North Genesee Street.
Well, if you did turn, does it give you the chance you could go that way? So you could go straight, it'll loop around, and then you'd have to take a left-hand turn, go to North Genesee Street, and go up and around the grocery store there by the grocery store.
No, it's a right-hand turn. Just past the bridge.
No, it would not be a right-hand turn if you go straight. We're getting confused. So when you get off the thruway, believe me, I do this a lot, and probably you do too.
Oh, so you would be but you would
so
try
if
to
you
get, okay.
if you go straight, it'll take you over, and you'll loop around. You can turn right onto North Genesee Street. I think you probably could also turn left, but you've gone around. You've gone further than you need to. Or you can bear to the right, take a right-hand turn, loop around. I just think if you're not from around here, you're lost through all this. So wouldn't it be better if you just went straight and it had all the exits for you? You could get off at North Genesee Street. you could keep going straight to, if it were to merge somehow onto the highway, you could keep going straight and it would take you over to Rome, or you can pick up 12 or whatever you want to do. I just think that whole loop around is one of the oddest things on the whole thruway.
That's interesting. I think to go from that ramp, if you go straight, and then add a connection to...
I don't know how they do it, to be honest with
and
you.
that would be an expensive one. All you got to do is make two right-hand turns.
Well, those two right-hand turns, I think, is a big deal if you're a truck getting off or if you are somebody from out of town. I do think it's kind of confusing. I just think it was a bad design from the very beginning. Probably the thruway should have been over on the other side, so it would have been easier to merge on. I don't know. However, we'll see. This is what this is all about. So I'm assuming there'll be people arguing, saying, keep it the way it is. It's perfect. There's nothing. Why would you mess with it? And others that are trying to kind of redesign the whole exit, because I don't think I'm alone in saying it's a bit on the clunky side. Clunky would be a good way to describe it.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay. Let's see, what else? Did anybody win yesterday that wasn't supposed to win? I thought there were a lot of they shouldn't have won. I think there were a lot of blowouts yesterday, and how about the Jets?
I was surprised with one game yesterday, Bill.
Okay.
The Browns beating the Dolphins.
Oh, okay.
The Dolphins are really having a terrible year.
Yeah,
they really are.
And
the Patriots looking good again.
And how about the Indianapolis Colts and Daniel Jones just dominating the L.A. Chargers yesterday?
Yeah, that was a blowout.
Green Bay was actually losing to Arizona late in the game, and I think Arizona did not have Kyler Murray in.
No,
they had somebody else in. But the Packers ended up winning that game. It was kind of an odd week.
It was kind of an odd week. And the Bills, of course, were off. They will be playing on Sunday it's still 1 o'clock, right?
Yeah, against the Panthers on Fox. And then again, and you got baseball. You got the Dodgers sweeping the Brewers.
Listen, we sit around and we talk about the Yankees have the best player in baseball. The Mets have the best player in baseball. Neither one has the best player in baseball. The Dodgers have the best player in baseball.
Yeah,
that
Ohtani's
guy
amazing.
Had 3 home runs and pitched what did he pitch? Like a 3-hitter or something? I don't know.
10 strikeouts.
It was incredible. And he had 3 home runs. Holy cow. They're going to be tough to beat. And now the Toronto Blue Jays have tied everything up, so that'll be done tonight, right? That'll be a big game tonight.
Game 7 tonight. I look forward to that. That's a decent atmosphere.
I'm surprised
it's no Yankee Stadium,
I'm surprised they don't move a game like that to tomorrow, considering you've got Monday Night Football tonight. So.
There's 2 games tonight.
Right, 2 Monday Night Football games. Anyway, that's all going on in the world. What else do I have? A Florida man arrested after allegedly stealing a woman's car with a 1-year-old still inside the vehicle. Wow. He immediately brought the vehicle back when he saw the child, and then police were able to arrest him. Here's the 911 call. Hopefully all will work here on this Monday morning. Here's the 911 call made by the mother of the kid.
911, where's your emergency?
No, that's my car. I don't care. He's about to tell you my kid's in there. I don't care.
Ma'am, what's the address where you need help?
That's why I come back. He brought my car back.
All right, what's going on? Somebody tried to tow it?
No, some random guy at the gas station just tried to take off with my car. He noticed my son was in here, so we brought it back, but he literally about left with my child when I ran into the gas station.
So he tried to steal your car?
I guess he's apologizing, but he still just tried to steal my car.
The guy came back.
He
saw the baby in the car. Listen, I'm a criminal, but I love children. I'm a carjacker, but I love kids. And I have no choice. I gotta bring the car back.
Couple of thoughts. One is you could have a new anti-theft system where if your car's reported stolen, they pump sound effects into the car, make it sound like there's a little baby in the back.
You could even add a hologram of the baby.
Yeah. The other thing is, obviously, I think this guy was like, I'm fine, knocking off some cars, but I don't want to be charged with child abduction.
Yeah, bringing this one back. Yep. Sorry, don't want any part of this.
Now, can we?
And then he was arrested. Police were able to locate him, and he was arrested.
Can we? Let's not skip an important part here, because I don't know where you are on this.
I
but
completely agree.
My
is a
mother
mistake.
told me, and Mama told me. Carter's mother would say, "Look, I don't care if you stop at the gas station. You are not leaving him in the car."
Yeah.
At 1 year old,
she'd
still be yelling at me today.
My son was 1, and he wanted a donut, and I parked right outside the place in Little Falls. I mean, like, it's me, the door, and in, and I kept looking out to make sure everything was okay, and everything seemed to be okay every time I looked, but apparently I wasn't completely looking, and apparently I was in there long enough for someone to write a note.
Oh, my, Bill.
And leave it on the windshield saying, "You're lucky I'm not a bad person. You should never leave your kid in the car." And it was on my windshield when I came out.
Wow.
So that was long before all the time when everybody was, so up on all of that. Or it was just a stupid move by me. It was stupid. Never did that again.
Yeah, you have to really be careful, obviously, because of a situation like this. I
know what people are thinking. It's like, God, I got to take the kid out of the car seat. And then once I get him out, he doesn't want to go back in.
Right.
You get all that. But still, there's no excuse.
So let me rewrite the headline for this story. Stupid mom leaves kid in car. Car gets stolen.
It's the first thing I thought when this whole thing, when she says in the 911 call, I just ran in quickly and came out and he was stealing the car. Well, it must not have been that quick.
I mean, she left it running? And she left it running?
That's even worse.
Can we issue the thief an appearance ticket and put mom in handcuffs?
I know. Maybe the thief should take over custody. Holy cow. A mom in California brought an old Scream mask at Goodwill and found out it was worth a lot more than she had paid for it. Those ghost face masks actually predate the movie. They came out 5 years before Scream hit theaters. Turned out the mask she bought was from the first production run in 1991. And you want to know how much it was worth? Here's audio.
I put it on an eBay auction starting at 99 cents because A, I don't know about these things, and B, I'm not here to price gouge. And within 30 minutes, it went from 99 cents to $405. And then the day after that, $540. And a few days after that, $560. And then with an hour left of auction, it jumped to $700.
Wow.
And the winning bid was $780.
And it might be worth more than that.
It sounds like it is, but so what? It looks the same, right?
I know. I mean, I guess if it's so rare that it is, you can authenticate the fact that it was a part of the first production run of the movie. I guess maybe you could justify it. But I mean,
but if there were two people standing in front of me with this Scream mask on, which is what it's been called, it's been known to that now because it was featured in the movie. So they have this Scream mask, and you're sitting next to Davey. You both have the mask on, and if you look the same, why is it worth $700?
There must be something. Must be something unique about it, because this, here I am saying this is stupid. Meanwhile, coming up at 7:15 this morning, Mighty John, the record guy, is on. These are records worth over $100. Well, as my wife says, you can have all the records worth a lot of money. They could be worth $1 million.
You got to find a buyer.
And number one, you got to find a buyer. Number two, you don't ever want to sell anything, so it's never going to be worth anything.
Oh, that's funny. You know what's funny too about the records is we say, "Oh, it's the record." But a lot of times it's just the case.
It could be the sleeve.
The sleeve. Thank you.
The picture sleeve, or the fact that it's a mono versus stereo, or who knows what. It's all unique things. But Mighty John will be on. And you know what? John lived for years next to Stephen King in Maine. And I wonder if he has any opinion on these horror movie memorabilia. Maybe he does. We can ask. There's been some rain in Arizona. So some rare toads have been coming out as a result. People are licking them to try to get high.
Get out of here.
No, there's a thing about licking toads.
Does it actually work?
Authorities are telling people not to lick them and to keep pets away from them. Here is Grace Stafford, a zoologist whose German Shepherd survived licking one of the toads, talking about what it could do if the toad is ingested in any way.
First thing I would do is take a garden hose and flush their tongue and then make plans to get to an emergency clinic right away. The key thing is you want to keep their body temperature from spiking because that can lead to seizure and death. And so, quick rinse of the tongue, work that tongue, get that slime off.
So literally, this is true. They're whatever slime that is toxic, and people look at it as kind of a psychedelic. But too much toad slime, and you could die.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's in Arizona.
It's toxic or it's a psychedelic, because those are two different things.
I don't
I'm
think
just wondering
they are.
why they don't bottle this stuff.
I
and
don't
sell
know
it.
that they are two different things, because even the psychedelics, you probably could take too much. There's still a toxicity that causes it, the psychedelic part.
There's enough people out there smoking and snorting this alleged bath
To add
salts.
toads to this is ridiculous.
At least
But
this
it's
is
been
a substance from nature.
This has been a long thing coming, just to let you know. People have been doing this, apparently, for years. I got a bunch more to get to, and we'll get to that coming up next hour. Manansky has news. We'll start, though, with Fox News next on WIBX.
Now that we're getting older, we've been putting more thought into maintaining our health.
We knew the water we drink every day could be filled with contaminants, so
We called Leaf Home Water Solutions.
they came to our home and did a free water test and gave us the analysis right away.
We were shocked at what we saw.
They found heavy metals like iron and copper.
Our own tap water was putting our health at risk, but Leaf Home Water Solutions made it easy to get safer water from every tap and hose. A whole home solution.
They have more than 250 product combinations and designed a system that fits our needs and budget. The installation took less than a day.
With Leaf Home Water Solutions, our water is safer and healthier. When we drink, when we cook, when we shower, even when we garden.
We feel better about our health.
Thanks to Leaf Home Water Solutions.
Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/free and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/free for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/free.
From the Stanley Theater Studio, WIBX Utica, Rome.
W295EI.
WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM, celebrating 100 years.
A flare-up in fighting in Gaza appears to be over. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, and President Trump says the ceasefire is holding.
We want to make sure that it's going to be very peaceful with Hamas. And as you know, they've been quite rambunctious.
Israel says Hamas started at killing 2 of its soldiers, while Palestinian officials say the retaliation left at least 36 Palestinians dead.
The Israeli military says it's reinforcing the ceasefire after hitting dozens of Hamas targets on Sunday. Israel says the strikes were in retaliation after Hamas fired as many as 20 missiles towards Israeli defense forces in 3 incidents. The attacks were the most serious escalation since the ceasefire that the U.S. brokered took effect.
Fox's Madeline Rivera. The president also told reporters he's readying major tariffs on Colombia for not helping in the war against illegal drugs. And the president reacted to this.
No kings! No kings!
The No Kings anti-Trump rallies across America Saturday that organizers say drew 7 million protesters.
I think it's a joke.
President Trump on Air Force One says he saw the people at those rallies.
The demonstrations were very small, very ineffective, and the people were whacked out. When you look at those people, those are not representative of the people of our country.
There were similar protests in June. The president says they're being funded by radical left groups, and that's under investigation.
Fox's Chris Foster. The Louvre Museum closed again today in Paris after quite the weekend robbery.
The search goes on for thieves who broke into France's most prestigious museum and made off with priceless treasures. In just 7 minutes, the gang used an elevating platform and a disc cutter to enter a room on the second floor of the building, stealing 8 items of jewelry from the 18th century or earlier.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Some of you woke up and had a tough time accessing some things online because of an Amazon Workspaces outage affecting a lot of sites, but Amazon's now saying it's making progress with significant signs of recovery. America's listening to Fox News.
We all know the importance of good daily habits, whether it's getting your steps in, stretching those limbs, or eating right, Doing it on the regular is key. That's why if you're dealing with everyday aches and pain, it's time to bring Relief Factor into your routine. Relief Factor is a daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Developed by doctors, Relief Factor uses a special formula of 4 natural ingredients. Relief Factor doesn't just mask pain, it helps reduce or even eliminate it. In fact, the longer you take it, the more effective it is. So call 1-800-4-RELIEF and try their 3-week quick start for only $19.95. That's less than $1 a day. Simply call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF. Wherever you're having pain, don't let it keep you from living the life you want. Make Relief Factor part of your daily routine. Go to ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF.
President Trump meets with an ally today, Australia's Prime Minister, after another sit-down Friday at the White House with Ukraine's president, who says he would be willing to be part of another Trump-Putin summit as the president and Russia's leader plan more talks soon in Hungary, trying to work out a ceasefire, while Ukraine keeps pushing for more American weapons.
Ukraine would use the long-range Tomahawk missiles to help counter Russian attacks on its energy infrastructure. On Fox's Sunday Morning Futures, President Trump said,
I'm looking at it. I spoke with Vladimir Putin about it. Not that he would be thrilled. It's a violent, vicious weapon. But we have to remember one thing. We need them for ourselves, too.
Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky on NBC's Meet the Press said of President Trump not committing to the missiles,
it's good that President Trump didn't say no, but for today didn't say yes.
Zelensky said he wants to use Tomahawks with drones to answer Putin's forces as a ceasefire is sought. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
On Wall Street, rising stock futures suggest more gains like last week when the Dow rose more than 1%. The NASDAQ went up over 2%. In the baseball playoffs, a Game 7 set for tonight.
Lifts one in the air, right center field. It is good!
The Toronto Blue Jays beat the Seattle Mariners 6-2 on FS1, tying the American League Championship Series. Whoever wins tonight plays the Los Angeles Dodgers in the World Series. On Sunday Night Football, San Francisco topped Atlanta 20-10 after an epic comeback earlier.
The Broncos were in danger of getting shut out at home for the first time in franchise history Sunday. Then they flipped the script.
39-yard field goal for the win. He got it! Denver's won!
Courtesy CBS, the Broncos scored 3 touchdowns and that Will Lutz field goal in the final 6 minutes to erase a 26-8 deficit.
Fox's Tim McMaster. The Broncos beat the Giants 33-32. New York's other team, the Jets, still winless after losing to Carolina. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Still a misting rain, 56 degrees. Good morning, I'm Jeff Manaski, WIBX 950 AM. 92.3 FM news time is 7:05. This news update is brought to you by the new destination Kia of Utica on Commercial Drive in Yorkville. Another day of deliberations set today in the murder trial of those 3 ex-corrections officers charged with murder. The jury met for several hours on Friday, but still no verdict on the fates of David Kingsley, Matthew Gallagher, and Nicholas Keefer. They're accused of being involved in the beating death of inmate Robert Brooks at Marcy Correctional Facility last December. All 3 face 25 years to life in prison if they are convicted. An investigation ongoing into what led up to a fatal crash in Madison County on Sunday. Authorities say 70-year-old Lori Jones was riding in an SUV near State Route 12 and Tackaberry Road when the vehicle collided with a pickup truck. Jones suffered severe injuries and later died at a nearby hospital. Deputies are asking anyone who may have witnessed the accident to come forward. Local gas prices down yet again this week. AAA says the average cost for a gallon of regular fuel is now at $3.07. That's down 4 cents over the past week. Currently, the statewide average is $3.13. Nationally, it is at $3.04. And as we get closer to the end of the year, you can expect those prices will continue to come down. And a new mural honoring legendary Syracuse University basketball coach Jim Boeheim has been unveiled. The 3-story painting is located at the city's Armory Square. It was done by an artist named Chris Murray. Of course, Boeheim led the Orange for more than 4 decades. He won the program's only national championship in 2003 and had more than 1,100 career victories. Jim Boeheim retired as head coach of Syracuse University men's basketball in 2023. Your forecast calling for some more rain showers this week. And it's brought to you by Adirondack Home Furniture. Here's Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel.
Damp Monday morning, areas of scattered showers, embedded thunderstorms with some decent rainfall in spots. Don't hear too much thunder, probably not too much lightning. Scattered showers with us here with a gusty breeze today. Not a great Monday, near 60. Tonight, a chance of showers, mainly early, then clearing late, 43, 30s Adirondacks. Small chance of a shower tomorrow with sun and clouds, mid-60s. Even cooler Wednesday, chance of showers, upper 50s. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM.
Some spotty rain showers in 56 at 7:08. All right, I'm still not over this. You heard, was it Dave Anthony at the top of the hour there talking about the Giants' defeat on the road against the Broncos. They allowed 33 fourth quarter points and lost on the road 33-32. Moving on, the Jets now 0-7 as they fell to the Carolina Panthers at home yesterday. The Jets only mustered 2 field goals on offense as they fell 13-6. Elsewhere, let's see, a London game, the final of the season. The Rams beat the Jags 35-7. The Eagles got back on track with a 28-22 win over the Vikings. The 49ers defended home field and grounded the Atlanta Falcons 20-10 on Sunday Night Football. This week wraps up with another doubleheader on Monday night. The Lions hosting the Buccaneers and the Texans taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Blue Jays and Mariners will play a decisive Game 7 coming up tonight. The winner advances to the Fall Classic, where they will meet the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers wrapped up their sweep of the Milwaukee Brewers on Friday night. The Utica University Pioneers had a exhibition victory on Saturday night at the Adirondack Bank Center. They beat, I think I said 4-0, but I believe the final was 7-0. As they beat up on SUNY Morrisville, several goals late in the game. Utica outshot the opponent. I've got to pull the stat on this, but like 15 minutes into the game, Utica was out shooting SUNY Morrisville, I think 17-1, 18-2.
Yeah, it was.
I think they had almost 80 shots on goal.
I got to tell you, the Comets game Friday started out that way. The Comets jumped right out in front and were ahead like 2-0 right off the bat. And then, because there was a friend of ours was at the game, and she's like, the Comets have come alive. This is incredible. And then all of a sudden she responded by saying, oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Oh, no, not good. I think it was like 7-2 or something. Whatever happened, it was not good. But the Pioneers spoke to Gary Heenan at the end of the week last week, and he said, well, this weekend, let's not talk this week. Let's talk after this week. Probably the game this weekend is not going to be overly competitive. So I think they knew that they were he's feeling really good about this year's team.
Well, they come in ranked number 2, and it was a nice ceremony prior to the game. As a matter of fact, some of the talk where I was sitting was, they took the banners down. There's no Comets banners up hanging from the rafters. Yeah. There's no Pioneers banners up. And I don't know if that's permanent or not, but as the game was starting, they raised the banner for being a Division III national finalist for last season.
Yeah, okay.
So I believe the Pioneers are currently ranked number 2 in the nation, but obviously a lot of that's based on they finished number 2 last year.
And it's their 25th anniversary.
It is. They had a nice presentation with the dasher boards and the big screen.
It's incredible.
Yeah, they had a nice 25th
show they
anniversary.
Can put on now, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's nice. So the Pioneers beat SUNY Morrisville 7-0 was the final. I'm still trying to track down the box score on that for how badly they outshot SUNY Morrisville. This coming Friday, Utica will host Skidmore in another exhibition game, and then they open the regular season on Halloween night. As a matter of fact, it'll be Halloween night and the following Saturday against Adrian College. That's the regular season opening weekend. The Comets will play on the road this coming Friday at Syracuse, and then they're home this weekend, I believe, on Sunday. I'll double-check that. But 2 more losses for the Comets over the weekend. They're off to a bumpy start here.
Well, exactly what they didn't want to happen, right, to start the way things started last year.
Yeah.
But listen, all they got to do is turn it around quickly, and boom. Syracuse Friday night, right?
In Syracuse,
In
yes.
Syracuse. All right, join us for a special health event happening this Wednesday at Upstate Cancer Center in Verona. WIBX will be broadcasting live our show from the Verona Cancer Center. Tune in to hear interviews with upstate doctors throughout the broadcast. We'll talk about cancer for men and women. The Upstate Mammovan is what it's called. We've given it a lot of names in the last week.
Mammovan.
The
That's pretty good.
Mammovan will be on site from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. offering screenings. To schedule your breast cancer screening, call 315-464-2588, or you can go to upstate.edu/no excuses.
So you can, for instance, call today to schedule your screening for Wednesday.
For Wednesday.
Okay.
And they'll be there
Do
from
that.
10 a.m. until 4. We'll be there until 9 a.m. So we'll be there in the morning helping promote the event and really talk to physicians, and what they offer up there is really positive. You don't have to travel. That's a big deal.
And what's the number?
315-464-2588 to make an appointment. And you can stop by their Upstate Information Tent to learn more about She Matters. We Matter and the important health benefits and programs. Enjoy basket, raffles, giveaways, and more. It is this Wednesday. And, of course, we'll be there as part of the Real Men Get Tested program. And you can also, while there, schedule a colonoscopy screening, a colon screening, a cancer screening. So it's all going on. We'll be there this Wednesday from 6 a.m. until 9 a.m. The event will happen through the day, 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., as the Mammo Van will be there all day. Pretty cool. Nice, positive. And by the way, this was set up by Anne in Rome, who is going through her own bout with cancer. It was her idea to do this almost a year ago. We've been planning this, so we're pretty excited, and we'll see Ann out there on Wednesday. Pretty good. Hold tight. We'll talk about all those records. Get these out of the house. They're not worth anything. Or are they? Halloween records, October records worth more than $100. Could be a lot more than $100. We'll get to it coming right up at WIBX.
Brought to you by Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, and online at tallmanstire.com.
This station is brought to you by John's Mobile Home Parts and Accessories in Oriskany Falls. For all your mobile home needs, it's worth the trip. Visit johnsmobilehomeparts.com for more info.
BME Company Business Machines and Equipment has been delivering office solutions for businesses in upstate New York for over 30 years. Their success comes from finding the right document management strategies and software solutions for streamlining workflows. Simply put, BME provides fast, reliable service at the best value to keep your business running smoothly. Through BME's strategic partnership with Hummel's Office Plus, they distribute supplies for just about every machine in your office at a great price. BME welcomes the opportunity to serve your business, selling, leasing, and service in Canon and Kyocera devices, as well as FP mailing solutions. An important part of BME's culture is supporting the communities they're fortunate to work in, and BME recognizes that support is one reason for their success. The future of business in BME's area is encouraging, and the company is grateful to be a part of that growth. Call BME Company at 315-574-8200 or visit BMEcompany.com. BME Company Office Solutions. Made simple.
Some firsts you'd like to leave in the rearview mirror. Other firsts are life-changing. Nokian Tires invented the first all-weather tire 25 years ago to serve as a true year-round driving solution. We infuse our tires with aramid fibers for pothole protection, and we subject our products to Arctic conditions at the largest winter tire test facility in the world. Make safety your first priority. Nokian Tires. First things first. Visit Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, or online at tallmanstire.com.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was.
I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/radio for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/radio for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month. LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication, report scams, and update your software. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information and fixes identity theft, guaranteed, or your money back. Start your protection today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
He digs, he turns, he dives. It is a touchdown. It is a touchdown.
The NFL is on Westwood One.
Uncorks a deep ball downfield into the end zone. A crowd is there, and it is caught. Touchdown! Miraculous!
The NFL plays here all season long on WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. WIBX.
This is Keeler.
WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM.
Now back to the Keeler Show.
I give you an idea of, I always say, for us, it's like the little shiny things. God forbid there's a little shiny thing that comes through the room, and we're just all focused on it, right?
Yes.
Maybe I'm worse than you.
Maybe.
It's possible. You're the question man.
Where was the Giants' defense in the fourth quarter yesterday?
That I can't answer.
Why do we keep missing extra points?
Boy, well, you had a guy with really no NFL experience kicking. He was in for a hurt guy, wasn't he? I'm pretty sure. So you had a sub in. Do you remember this song? I don't, to be honest with you. But I think about this every once in a while, usually about 7 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Friday.
I wanna go home.
Yeah.
I wanna go home.
This is the attention deficit I'm talking about. Shiny little things that grab our attention. I was going through the list of Mighty John's list of records that are worth a lot of money, and on the list was a Bobby Bear song. And I'm like, Bobby Bear? I forgot all about Bobby Bear. What were his big hits? And it's kind of more country flavor than anything else, but he has a record that's worth a lot of money, and we'll get into that coming up. Mighty John, the record guy, on the line right now. John, good morning.
He sounds like a cartoon character, Bobby Bear.
Bobby Bear, yeah. Was he at all Native American, or was he just kind of riding that wave or something?
Yeah, not that I know of, no. And he had a big hit under another name, too, the All-American Boy, under the name Bill Parsons back in the 50s.
Oh, I did not know that. Wow. Okay, so we have a list of records that are Halloween-like and October-like that are worth some real money. And then I have some listeners with some questions. Which do you want to do first?
Well, we can do the Halloween list. I also sent you a list of 10 other records worth $100 or more. But which would you like to do? I am prepared for anything.
I will run with. Listen, let's run through both of them quickly. Screw it.
All right. Listen, here's 10 to be looking for worth $100 or more. Marvin Gaye. Everything by Marvin Gaye is worth money. This one, the album, What's Going On? Current value up to $100. Dick Dale. Who's Dick Dale? He's known as the king of the surf guitar. He was from Boston, but he moved to California, and he's responsible for what is known as the surf surge. He was featured in the movie Pulp Fiction. King of the surf guitar, up to $100. Ralph Donner. Ralph Donner sounded more like Elvis than Elvis. Put out an album called Taking Care of Business. Current value up to $200. Big hit for the Trogs, Wild Thing. The value for the album up to $200. Tom Petty, the album Echoes from 1999. Current value up to $200. Look for promo copies with those magic words, not for sale, promotional copy. They end up in yard sales all the time, and I see them frequently. Look for Eric Clapton, the promo copy of his album, Eric Clapton from 1970, up to $500. The Beatles, always worth money. Number one hit, Can't Buy Me Love, with its picture sleeve, up to $800. The first album for Jim Croce on his own label, Croce Records. It was called Facets, current value up to $900. Rolling Stones, Sticky Fingers. Again, you want to hope to find a promo copy. It's up to $1,000.
Wow.
And on this list, Bruce Springsteen, 45, Blinded by the Light. Big hit from Manfred Mann, but no money there. Look for the Boss's version, Blinded by the Light, with picture sleeve up to $1,500.
Wow. Completely different song, too. I mean, it's the same song, but it shows you how interpretation can... And Manfred Mann just knocked it out of the park with their interpretation of Blinded by the Light.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But their version is not where the money is, unfortunately.
Yeah. How about this? I did not know this. This is your listing here, part of your listing. To be a member of Springsteen's band, you needed to follow some rules, and they were...
He was very strict. You do not use drugs. You must be on time, sober for any and all rehearsals and performances, and you better be on the tour bus when it leaves the city.
Otherwise, we're leaving you behind.
Yeah,
it's like a cruise ship. All right, and you have some Halloween bonus records there.
Yeah, look at Warren Zevon, Werewolves of London. That's a picture disc with a werewolf on the vinyl itself, currently up to $100. The big hit Monster Mash, everybody has a copy, but you got to have the original on Gar Pax Records, an LP. Bobby Boris Pickett, Monster Mash, $100. Soundtrack for the Munsters. The value strictly for the cover. The music is just generic surf music they used during the filming. So the cover for the Munsters, up to $300. Michael Jackson, Thriller, picture disc. Michael's picture on the vinyl can go up to $400. And Bobby Bear, you played earlier, had a 45 called Vampira. Find a copy on Jackpot Records. You hit the jackpot. It's up to $2,500.
Okay. Yeah, if you have that one, good for you. I have a couple of questions here. Somebody asking, album Santo and Johnny.
Should be on Congress Records or Canadian American. The album, they had a big hit called Sleepwalk, and the album would go up to about $100.
Wow, okay. And then I've got a couple of goodies here. This is Mike, and he's unloading his collection. Here we go. Is the Monkees' debut album worth anything?
Yes. First album and the second album, more of the Monkees on Coal Gems. That's good to be on the original label, Coal Gems. Go up to $100.
Okay. Also, Mike says, I have the Beatles' White Album, and it's on white vinyl.
Yeah, those are reissues. I know people think it's a different color. It's going to be worth money. So it's up to about $50.
Okay.
An original can sell up to $300.
All right, but the anything with a white or a colored label is going to be a reissue.
In the case of that album.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. I guess we have it there. And you,
one more question.
Okay.
Where are you from? You were talking about the guitarist earlier, and you said he was from Boston. From Boston.
Well, from Maine. He's a Maine guy.
I'm a Mainer. Yes, sir.
You're a Maine guy. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we why did we bring it up with the Stephen King thing? Because of there was a Halloween question.
The Mask? Was it The Mask?
It was The Mask. That was not from a Stephen King movie, though. The Mask from the movie Ghostface Masks.
Oh, okay.
They found one. Go ahead.
I'd say he's the reason that I appraise records today, Stephen King.
He is, right? That's a great story. Tell that story.
Well, I used to do research for him because he quotes a lot of song lyrics in his books, and he has to make sure he gets the right credit to the right people. And we were in his office one day, and he's got the records all over the floor. He's blasting his stereo, and he runs over a copy of the Beatles, Meet the Beatles, and he breaks it. And I say, hey, you just broke a $100 record. And he said, well, what are you talking about? I said, people have no idea about the value of their records. And he stopped, he looked me right in the eye, and he said, well, why don't you tell them? And that's how this all started.
It is a major, it's a major thing today, more than probably ever, where collectors will spend so much money on certain rare records. The other thing that I find interesting is all of the stuff seems to be coming back. Like if you had an old Sony Walkman or a nice cassette player or a nice CD player, all of a sudden these old formats have come back for a younger demographic, and they're spending a lot of money to buy the old devices.
Well, when I got into record collecting, it was more of a hobby. But now, today, it is a big business.
It is.
No question about it.
Yeah. All right, and then you have your list of everything practically that's out there.
Yeah, go to our website, moneymusic.com. You can have the value of any record appraised for $1, or you can get our record guide listing the values for over 1 million records for $24.95. Moneymusic.com.
I'll just add one more device that's popular and is worth more now than it was when it was just hitting the market, I believe, is the iPod Mini.
Those little minis, yeah.
Those little minis, the little music players.
We
There's
have
some
an early
convenient
one.
to take to the gym. You don't have to carry your phone. I know with Bluetooth now, you don't really have to carry the phone anymore, but you do have to be in range. And I just heard a story of somebody who paid offered a guy on a bus $700 because he loved his iPad Mini so much, and they don't make them anymore.
Yeah, they don't.
And
yeah, go ahead.
You mentioned that fellow selling his records. We do buy collections now, so if you go to the website, you can get details on that.
Okay. All right, good stuff as always, John. Before you know it, it'll be November.
Yeah.
We'll be doing
we'll
November.
10 records to be thankful for,
All right.
yes.
All right, thank you so much. Have a great one. That is Mighty John, the record guy, and it's moneymusic.com. I love records and music and all of that stuff, and I just love having him on.
And he's got, I wasn't poking fun by any imagination. He's obviously got a great voice in his pronunciations. He sounds like a broadcaster, like he's been in this business.
He does, yeah. He's been
his
doing
whole
this.
life.
He's been, listen, I've been having him on for a long, long time. So he's been doing it for quite a while.
He's got a great sound, and I never picked up on an accent of his before until he said Boston.
Yes.
And it just made me wonder where he was from.
He is a Maine guy who lived right next door to Stephen King.
That's very cool.
That's where it all came from. And then he brought up this guy named Ral Donner and the Starfires and said that record is worth some real money. He said this guy actually was kind of somebody trying to sound like Elvis. He sounded more like Elvis than Elvis himself. You want to hear what he sounded like?
Yes.
This is Ral Donner and the Starfires.
Oh.
Here it is. Sorry. Little delay there. 1950s.
The way she walks, the way she talks, how long can I pretend?
I got to tell you, if you heard that, you would think it was Elvis.
Yeah. I can't help it, I'm in love with the girl of my best friend.
Where they had all the stuff going on. I'm in love with the girl of my best friend. Yeah. Oh, boy. Going to be some trouble there, Rail Donner. Going to be some trouble.
Like the beat, though.
River Hills Properties continues to be the premier real estate agency in upstate New York when it's all about service. The things that they do, they become really a member of your team, relieving you of all of the stress, or at least a lot of it, a major part of it, because they're with you every step of the way from the very beginning till the end. They'll be there for the inspection. They'll be there for the appraisal. If you're in the midst of selling, they are basically your right-hand man / woman, River Hills Properties. Offices in Barneveld, Little Falls, and Utica, Copenhagen, in Newport now and coming soon to Rome. And they have an amazing team of very experienced real estate agents ready to help you on the Gulf Coast of Florida as well. River Hills South, if you will. It's River Hills Properties in Sarasota, Naples, Marco Island. Remember, nobody sells homes like River Hills Properties. And our man Ricky Z, a great experience, I have to say, with the Forgo agency, my insurance company, and a great experience with Steve Ponte Mazda after, man, the damage that I saw Wayne over the weekend. He said, I saw a picture, because we put it up on YouTube. I saw a picture of the damage that was done to the vehicle. I had no idea. He said, looking at it in person, which he saw it, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to find out how much monetarily, how much damage was done.
You're lucky your airbags didn't go off.
Very lucky the airbags did, because that's very expensive too. But also can really whack your neck and head. Anyway, Mazda, we were treated tremendously, and a big thank you to everybody over there. Steve Ponte Mazda has transformed the buying experience. It's all about customer service. You can save right now on a new Mazda lease. Enjoy 2.9% APR financing on new 2025 Mazda CX-30s and 5s with 1.9% APR financing on new 2025 Mazda CX-50s, 70s, CX-90s. You can see Rick, Wyatt, or anybody over at the dealership for details. And as Rick says, come in, let's make your deal on a new Mazda where it's always easy to do business. Steve Ponte Mazda, Commercial Drive in Yorkville.
RSV is a common, highly contagious respiratory virus that usually causes mild, cold-like symptoms. But in older adults, RSV can worsen chronic health problems, lead to life-threatening illness, or even death. The first RSV vaccine for people age 60 and older is now available and can be given at the same time as other vaccinations. Appointments are open right now at Kinney Drugs. Just stop by or visit kinneydrugs.com to RSVP for your RSV shot.
Now that we're getting older, we've been putting more thought into maintaining our health.
We knew the water we drink every day could be filled with contaminants, so
we called Leaf Home Water Solutions.
They came to our home and did a free water test and gave us the analysis right away.
We were shocked at what we saw.
They found heavy metals like iron and copper.
Our own tap water was putting our health at risk, but Leaf Home Water Solutions made it easy to get safer water from every tap and hose. A whole home solution.
They have more than 250 product combinations and designed a system that fits our needs and budget. The installation took less than a day.
With Leaf Home Water Solutions, our water is safer and healthier. When we drink, when we cook, when we shower, even when we garden.
We feel better about our health.
Thanks to Leaf Home Water Solutions.
Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/free and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/free for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/free.
Whatever you need to haul, landscaping tools, heavy construction gear, or even livestock, Clinton Tractor has the trailer for the job. Choose steel, aluminum, or galvanized frames from 500 pounds to 55 tons. With trusted names like B-Wise, Eager Beaver, and EB. For trailers, parts, and service you can count on, visit the Caledona family at Clinton Tractor.
We are the leader in service, Clinton Tractor.
ClintonTractor.net.
Still some misting rain, 56 degrees. Good morning, I'm Jeff Manaski. Authorities continue to investigate a fatal crash in Madison County. 70-year-old Lori Jones was in an SUV near the intersection of State Route 12 and Tackaberry Road yesterday when that vehicle struck a pickup truck. Jones suffered severe injuries and later died at a nearby hospital. Madison County Sheriff's deputies are asking anyone who witnessed the crash to come forward. Israel and Hamas are accusing one another of violating the ceasefire. The Israeli military said Hamas carried out multiple attacks against its forces in Gaza Sunday morning. Israel responded with an airstrike and called the Hamas attack a bold violation of the ceasefire. President Trump is demanding Colombia stop production of illegal drugs. In a post on Truth Social, President Trump called Colombian President Gustavo Petro an illegal drug dealer, and he said he strongly encourages the massive production of drugs. Trump went on to say if he doesn't take immediate action to halt it, the U.S. will do it for him, adding, quote, and it won't be done nicely, end quote. The agency that safeguards the U.S. nuclear stockpile is set to furlough most of its staff today because of the ongoing government shutdown. The National Nuclear Security Administration plans to send notices to 1,400 employees, leaving just 400 to guard the stockpile. The agency was created in 2000. This will be the first time it has furloughed workers during a government shutdown. And Boeing is set to meet again today with the union representing more than 3,000 striking employees. The International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers says both sides have agreed to another meeting with federal mediators. Your Weather Center forecast is brought to you by John's Mobile Home Parts and Accessories in Oriskany Falls for all of your mobile home needs. It's worth the trip. Visit johnsmobilehomeparts.com.
Damp Monday morning, areas of scattered showers, embedded thunderstorms with some decent rainfall in spots. Don't hear too much thunder, probably not too much lightning. Scattered showers with us here with a gusty breeze today. Not a great Monday, near 60. Tonight, a chance of showers, mainly early, then clearing late, 43, 30s Adirondacks. Small chance of a shower tomorrow with sun and clouds, mid-60s. Even cooler Wednesday, chance of showers, upper 50s. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM.
Right now, some misting rain and 56 at 7:38.
All right, we're going to do Habaika's free money question of the day. And Davey is worth how much money today?
$185.
Whoa, I guess I'll just leave it there. $185. And you're looking for caller number what?
Caller 4.
Fourth caller right now. And when you call him, cheer him up. He's lost his mojo today.
No. I'll tell you why I'm down today.
Okay.
Yeah, this is serious, actually.
Yeah,
I was going to tell a joke in here, but I can't.
Yeah, you can't.
You guys both know that 4 years ago today at about this time, I was burying my grandfather, and then I got the sad news that my father passed away. So it's 4 years ago today that we buried him. I lost my dad.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Davey.
Sorry, buddy.
But you got to just keep plowing forward.
Yeah, I do every day. I try. I fail at some stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
I know he's there with me, but
Yeah.
I look at it every day.
Does he encourage or whack you side the head and say, "Wake up, Davey"?
No, he wakes me up.
Little of both. Okay, fair enough. Okay, Davey, we're with you, man. You're looking for caller number what? 4?
Let's go caller 33 in honor of the 33 points allowed by the Giants in the fourth
caller
quarter.
4 right now at 315-736-0186. Great question we'll get to. Mike and Skyler. Good morning, Mike. I got about a minute. Good morning. I wanted to squeeze you in here.
Just wanted Blinded by the Light. I saw that movie a while ago.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize Bruce Springsteen did the original, because I always remember the Man for Man one. But do you know that Bruce Springsteen never had a number one hit? But that song went to number one when Man for Man did it.
Right.
And
It's funny when you hear somebody say, I listen, I don't, I've heard Springsteen's version. I like Manfred Mann, the original. When in reality, it was Springsteen's that is the original.
Yeah.
But it happened to a lot of people, a lot of artists who wrote songs. If the song became famous by someone else, oftentimes their version was the one that was remembered. And certainly, the interpretation by Manfred Mann is spectacular.
Yeah, and that was the only. He never had a number one song either, and that's another crazy thing. You think all the songs Bruce Springsteen did.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Mike. You have a great day.
You too. You take care.
We are looking for caller number 4. It's a chance for you to win $185 this morning. We have had a $300 winner. We have had I think 2 $300 winners and a smaller winner all here in October. October has been quite people are pulling them right out of their pulling the answers right out of their socks, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking for caller number 4 right now. Your chance to win $185 from the Habaika Law Firm, 315-736-0186. Caller 4 right now at WIBX.
Adirondack Home Furniture wants you to fall in love with your home again. With their timeless design and incredible craftsmanship, their furniture is the type of furniture that gets passed down from generation to generation. For years, Adirondack Home Furniture has been providing quality and comfort to Central New York. From American-made pieces and new Amish pieces to top designers, Adirondack Home Furniture has what you want. Whether you're looking to redo your living room, dining room, bedroom, kids' rooms, or just need some pieces to get your home ready for the holidays, Adirondack Adirondack Home Furniture has that perfect piece. With a fully stocked showroom and the best prices of the season, you need to stop in today. Adirondack Home Furniture has non-commissioned salespeople, which means you enjoy a relaxing, low-pressure shopping experience. They also pride themselves on their unmatched customer service and attention to detail. Stop into Adirondack Home Furniture today and get your home ready for the holidays. Riverside Center in North Utica, or go to AdirondackHomeFurniture.com.
We are here with Tom Giglio from Script Stop Pharmacy, Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro, our industry ace. What sets you apart from other pharmacies?
Script Stop Pharmacy, 131 Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro, New York. We're changing the game. We're a locally owned pharmacy, and we'll treat you like family. With fast, friendly service, no-wait immunizations, and automatic refills, we ensure that you never miss a dose. Pick up the phone and give us a call at 315-790-5300, and you won't have to sit on hold with an automated answering system. You'll be able to actually reach out to a person. You won't have to wait in a long line only to find out that your prescription isn't ready or is not in stock. We offer a wide range of services, including text message alerts when your prescriptions are ready. We have an app that you can manage your medications in, and we offer free delivery across all of Oneida County. And with 75 years of combined pharmacist experience, we're here to serve you quickly, reliably, and with a smile. Need a script, make the stop, or just call Script Stop.
Now that we're getting older, we've been putting more thought into maintaining our health.
We knew the water we drink every day could be filled with contaminants, so
We called Leaf Home Water Solutions.
they came to our home and did a free water test and gave us the analysis right away.
We were shocked at what we saw.
They found heavy metals like iron and copper.
Our own tap water was putting our health at risk, but Leaf Home Water Solutions made it easy to get safer water from every tap and hose. A whole home solution.
They have more than 250 product combinations and designed a system that fits our needs and budget. The installation took less than a day.
With Leaf Home Water Solutions, our water is safer and healthier. When we drink, when we cook, when we shower, even when we garden.
We feel better about our health.
Thanks to Leaf Home Water Solutions.
Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/free and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/free for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/free.
100 years.
This is Keeler.
WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM.
Now back to the Keeler Show.
I don't know if you know this, James, but coming up on Wednesday, we're live at the Upstate Cancer Center. Their mammo van will be on site for free mammograms, 10 a.m. until 4 p.m., offering screenings all day long. You can call to make an appointment at 315-464-2588 or visit upstate.edu/no excuses. Rob is in Vernon here this morning. Rob, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
You ready to go, Rob?
I am.
This is from the category music. From the category music. Kind of a tough one, but if you know it, you know it. Here is your question. You have 7 seconds to answer this one. Get an answer in. Guess if you have to. But here is the question. Who is Wild Thing, Chip Taylor's more famous brother? Ready, go.
James Taylor?
James Taylor. It's that's kind of would be an answer that would make some sense. Turns out it's not Taylor at all. He changed his name. The guy who wrote Wild Thing, and also I forgot who did Angel of the Morning. Remember that song?
Kiss an Angel, Good Morning?
Not that one. Another. It was more of a pop version. He wrote those two songs, but he was in the Trogs, and wrote the song Wild Thing in about 10 minutes. By the way, no surprise there. Nonetheless, his older brother is actor John Voight. His niece is Angela Jolie. So he's got
Angelina Jolie.
Angela, did I say, what did I say?
Angela? Did you call her
Angelina, I meant to say. Jolie, thank you. Nonetheless, he has quite the famous family.
I guess so.
And whenever they have parties, you know they play Wild Thing. Yeah. Okay, we're going to give you, I have 4 tickets to the craft fair coming up the first weekend of November at Herkimer County Community College. We'll also give you the all-in-one food and fun card. It's a $25 gift card. Go to Aquavino or Babes or Taylor and the Cook, the Odd, etc. Stand by. Rob Davies going to hook you up.
All right, Davey.
All right, Rob. Thanks so much. Difficult for Rob because he's got a lot of noise in the background there.
Well, Rob, if you're still listening, 315-464-2588. Call and schedule a cancer screening for our event that's going on Wednesday.
He's in Vernon, right? He's already in
He's right
in
there.
Vernon. Yeah.
So, again, 464-2588.
Yeah. It's funny because I'm pretty sure that Chip Taylor became more famous early, but then John Voight's career took off, and now he's the legendary actor that he's known for today. And he's in some recent new commercials too, as a matter of fact. In studio right now is James Genovese. James what is HOCTC?
Herkimer Oneida County Transportation Council, which is part of the Oneida County Planning Department.
You know, I could have just come out and said, James is with the HOCTC, and as if I knew, but I'm okay with being vulnerable. Like, I don't know what the hell that is.
You wanted to be honest? That's okay.
Let's
we like
be
to tell
honest.
people what it is. Anyway,
Good idea.
County of Oneida is the host of the Metropolitan Planning Organization, which is a federally designated organization, I guess, for lack of a better term, that does transportation planning in the two-county range.
So the open house is going to be on Thursday, right?
Thursday, October 23rd from 5 to 7 at the North Utica Community Center.
And that is this Thursday.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think there's a chance they're going to – we were kind of at odds a little bit this morning in regards to how that – I don't like that you have to turn right, go all the way around, and then to try to get to Rome.
Yeah, it's called a trumpet. It looks like a trumpet.
Yeah,
you look at it from the top down.
It just seems like
we don't like it either.
It seems like the exit is clunky.
Right.
It feels, and with all of what's happening, with all the new industry coming in for Griffiths, for even I guess the Turning Stone you get off at the Verona exit, but also for Marcy, you really need something I think easier for people who are not familiar with it.
Well, how about this? And maybe this is beyond the scope of what this group can do, but how about a throughway exit in Rome?
Yeah, so
wouldn't that be easier?
This
you wouldn't have to get off in Utica and then go.
But this kind of is
this kind of is that
for
because
the
then
Rome.
there's an exit. Everyone forgets about exit 32, which is in Westmoreland, Rome. Exit
the
that already
Westmoreland
exists, but.
And
then there's exit 33.
It's
it is
more
a little
of a
out of the way.
Whitesboro exit.
So
than
we won't be looking at that. What we look at is exit 31 in its entirety, and then the scope and size of it has moved a little bit. But ultimately, you're looking at how you make those connections to 5, 8, and 12, 49, 790, 92, 921C, which is the exit there, and then how you're going to redesign that so that it is accessible to everybody and everyone, but then also obviously for passenger traffic, regular cars and that are driving on it, but also freight, which is a big deal. People that are passing through, not so much people, but freight. How does it get there? If they got to go to 5, 8, and 12 right now, it's kind of a
How did I've always wondered this about the Thruway, and it's all about. I think it was all about who was the Democratic mayor at the time or whatever was going on. But how does Syracuse have like 5 exits?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Rochester, I think, has maybe a couple. Little Falls has its own exit, but Rome does not. And I understand you'd have to redirect the Thruway would have had. But when you're designing the Thruway, it would have seemed easy to make sure you just turn just a little bit to be able to cover Rome.
Yeah, so I think that I
that's
can't
by the
say
way
for certain, but my guess is population and some other and traffic counts and where traffic's moving and where you can actually get through. Because when you're building it, you got to obviously buy a bunch of land and do a bunch of things that they had to do back then to do that. Also, there were tolls, and those tolls were supposed to be temporary. So there might have been times it's easy to say kind of they should have done it here and there. I would imagine there were probably communities who didn't want it. Thinking they'd had to pay to kind of go home.
Think
right?
about this. Think about Little Falls as an exit. I mean, it's a small city.
There's probably certainly some politics involved.
Right
I would
there.
imagine.
Politics involved.
I would imagine.
No doubt about it.
That was before our time.
It definitely was. Nonetheless, that is not what this is about.
No.
We are not meeting to be able to find a way to have the Thruway go to Rome.
No.
But we are going to try, I believe, to clean up the clunkiness of that.
Yeah, so it's a redesign to make it more accessible, to make it safer, to make it easier for all different modes of transportation, but then also the offshoots. So you're talking about Howard Ave and Herkimer Ave, Leland Avenue, North Genesee Street. How do you make that actually be easier to traverse, but then also look better, make more sense, be useful to other modes of transportation when you're talking about the off streets, to make it more streamlined and grid-like. Right now, I mean, Howard Ave and some of the, I mean, they don't make a whole lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
So the goal is to fix all those with a variety of concepts, and then of course, because it's a planning study, we spend a lot of time talking to people. So this is not our first workshop. This is our third, I believe, and then there's going to be another one. We have a technical advisory group with a whole bunch of different agencies and 40 members. They get together. They've met 6-7 times. We've done pop-up events. We've had a survey that has about 200 responses, so on and so forth.
So, and who makes a determination? I mean, you're not going to poll the attendants. I mean, I'm sure you want feedback from them, but you're not going to poll the attendees and say, okay, fine, we're going to get rid of the Howard Ave. We're going to make a change here because 8 out of 10 people.
So since late 2023, we've been taking feedback from everybody that we can get our hands on. You can go on. There's an interactive map. We can say this is a problem. This is a problem. This is a problem. You could do the survey, which a couple hundred people have done. You go to these events. We table events and try to get people's feedback. And so you take all that into consideration. And then obviously there are things that can be done and things that can't be done. And you got to obviously look at that. And then we will present, not at this meeting, but the next one, more than likely the next one, a series of concept designs of where it can be changed.
Can you tell us what's leading right now?
What's
leading? Is there any concept design that's leading?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, no. Here's the thing.
You know it exists.
Here's the thing.
Come on.
Here's the thing.
Know.
Yeah, no, I mean, what's leading right now more than anything isn't so much to a regular person. It's not going to mean a whole lot, but ultimately you're looking to streamline it so you don't have to come off and do this trumpet move around. So it's really more about streamlining it so that straight is what's winning.
I do have to tell you, we've done traveling, whether you're in a city like New York or if you go to Toronto or whatever, but you don't have to go far to realize the brilliance of engineers who come up with these routes. You don't have to go far, just go to Albany. And over near, if you're going to the train station, that whole, have you ever driven over there?
Yeah.
You're way up high, and it's turn around. I mean, it looks like four figure eights in there, all that are intertwined. And I mean, it would take, you got to be, and that was done before you could just punch it into a computer and say.
A lot of them look like a Rube Goldberg machine.
It's incredible.
I mean? Like Mousetrap.
So to be able to come up with that and have it work is pretty brilliant.
So in this case, one thing that I will say is that the county executive, who obviously we're the Herkimer United Transportation Council, which is all nice and well and good, but it's the planning department run by and serving with the county, for the county executive. So ultimately, one thing that he has made clear on this show and probably a bunch of other places, and so have a bunch of other people, which is key to economic development, which is a big part of this. And when you do this, keep this in mind, is the offshoot of you land on North Genesee Street, which we're the only exit. 31 is the only exit on the thruway that does that. It's all what you just said. It's all these turnarounds and jump on this street and that exit and this highway and that highway. We wanted to make sure that we kept that as an option. It's a unique characteristic. It's good for economic development. It's good for those businesses on North Genesee Street, making it look better, safer, more accessible is part of this. And you'll see. And there's so that was key. We wanted to keep that and make sure that was reflected there.
Something was just done there, though, if I'm not mistaken, not too long ago.
Yeah, so it's a DOT project for some bridge work.
It was
they
two lights were added, 2 lanes.
Yeah,
it used to be just one
lights
lane.
Lights are temporary, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, because I was recently
fixing a bridge.
There's going to be a bridge that's going to come out soon.
They're fixing a bridge.
Here's Wayne. Good morning, Wayne. Good morning.
Hey guys, I just wanted to know. I mean, I know it's not New York, but Angeline travels from like here to New Jersey, and they have like toll booths that still have people manning them on the way there.
Where?
Like between like I don't know, like Philadelphia and New Jersey. She said that there's actually people in the booth still. How come New York did away with it and they didn't do away with it?
Well, Massachusetts has. Massachusetts did it before we did it. So I haven't seen a person in a toll booth in quite some time.
That's why she was surprised.
Yeah.
That's a
It
tremendous
had to be in
expense.
like the freehold area, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to cashless tolling, and in New York State, that's a state decision, throughway authority decision, governor.
Yeah.
So that's just
nothing to do. Each individual town had nothing.
Yeah, we don't
with
do
it.
those
Yeah.
individually.
Yeah.
That's a Albany decision.
All
no
right,
lines,
Wayne.
no waiting.
No lines, no waiting. That's right. Just keep
Later,
driving.
guys.
There is that,
All right,
yeah.
thank you. I do love the easy access now. I know it probably costs people jobs, but
yeah.
But it is so much easier to not have to, especially if you travel to Albany at all. That line at exit 24 used to be long, and if you go to New York City, sometimes you get caught where you're sitting at the toll booth for 25 minutes trying to get through. Now there's none of that.
It does seem wild to look back and think, you used to have to sit there and your toll would be like $2.45.
You're
and
collecting
the guy's
change.
like, can you break a 50?
Yeah.
I need you to break a 50. And, all the counting of money and the getting the change of how much longer that made someone's commute.
Yeah.
Because you'd have 50 cars in front of you.
It is true. So this will offer, you'll take anything else you want people to know. This will offer, people can offer ideas on how to clean up the whole thing.
I think that the most important thing for us is if you're available and you want to and you're interested in the outcome, be at this open house.
Yeah.
Give us your opinions. We do a whole bunch of exercises that allow you to do that.
Okay.
And so that would be helpful for us as we plan and study and make recommendations.
So again, Thursday night,
October 23rd, 5 to 7, North Utica Community Center. Doors open at 5. A brief presentation at 5:30, and then from 5:45 to about 7, participants are invited to kind of circulate around the room at their own pace and review the draft. There'll be some draft concepts.
Okay.
We're still in the early
What I love is that no matter what you come up with, once you come up with it and the plan is put into works, there will be someone that's like, that is the dumbest idea I've ever seen, and they will have not attended any of
But
the
they
meetings.
won't be able to say we didn't offer them an option
right.
to talk about
you
it.
gave
So
them a
we'll
lot
go
of
from
opportunities.
12 concepts to about 3 when it's
Okay.
finals.
I look forward to seeing them. Thank you. News is coming up next.
Are you sick of being just a number or doing a mindless job? Become a craftsman in a trade. Become an IBEW electrician. The IBEW and the Electrician Training Alliance will give you all the tools necessary at their state-of-the-art training facility. Earn as you learn. Paid training while you get your certification. What are you waiting for? Become an IBEW Local 43 electrician. Call or go online today to learn more. Find your career at IBEW and let the Electrician Training Alliance light up your future.
Some firsts you'd like to leave in the rearview mirror. Other firsts are life-changing. Nokian Tires invented the first all-weather tire 25 years ago to serve as a true year-round driving solution. We infuse our tires with aramid fibers for pothole protection, and we subject our products to Arctic conditions at the largest winter tire test facility in the world. Make safety your first priority. Nokian Tires. First things first. Visit Tallman's Tire in
From the Stanley Theater Studio, WIBX Utica, Rome. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM, celebrating 100 years.
Gun and rocket fire don't end the ceasefire. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Either way, it's going to be handled properly.
That's President Trump with reporters on Air Force One.
Is the ceasefire still in place?
Yeah, it is. Yes.
Fox's Rich Edson's at the White House.
2 Israeli soldiers were killed after attacks. Israel responded with about 100 airstrikes. The Israeli government says that Hamas militants emerged from a tunnel, fired an anti-tank rocket at one of its positions. The IDF says it will respond forcefully to any violation of the ceasefire agreement. Hamas's leaders claim they had no knowledge of the attack.
And Palestinian officials say the Israeli strikes killed at least 36 people in Gaza as Israel still waits for the remains of 16 more dead hostages not yet turned over by Hamas. Back to the president on Air Force One. He also reacted to Saturday's No Kings anti-Trump rallies.
I'm not a king. I work my off to make our country great. That's all it is. I'm not a king at all.
He also called the protest very small and ineffective and not representative of the people of our country.
We cannot just stand by and let this person ruin this wonderful country that we have.
She was at the Los Angeles demonstration. No Kings organizers say about 7 million people protested. It is day 20 of the government shutdown. And as the standoff over funding continues in Congress, federal workers have deemed essential have to keep working without pay, including air traffic controllers. Some have called out sick, and over the weekend there were more than 13,000 flight delays, another 800 this morning. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy just told Fox.
I think what you might see is more disruptions in travel as more of them look to say, how do I bridge the gap between the check that's not coming and putting food on my table? And we've heard they're taking Uber jobs. They're doing DoorDash.
Amazon says it's making progress getting web services fully restored after an early morning outage affected popular sites and apps, causing disruptions that could still linger as operations ramp back up. America's listening to Fox News.
We all know the importance of good daily habits, whether it's getting your steps in, stretching those limbs, or eating right. Doing it on the regular is key. That's why if you're dealing with everyday aches and pain, it's time to bring Relief Factor into your routine. Relief Factor is a daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Developed by doctors, Relief Factor uses a special formula of 4 natural ingredients. Relief Factor doesn't just mask pain, it helps reduce or even eliminate it. In fact, the longer you take it, the more effective it is. So call 1-800-4-RELIEF and try their 3-week quick start for only $19.95. That's less than $1 a day. Simply call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF. Wherever you're having pain, don't let it keep you from living the life you want. Make Relief Factor part of your daily routine. Go to ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF.
Back to President Trump on Air Force One. He says another country is facing new U.S. tariffs on imports as punishment, Colombia.
They don't have anything to do with their fight against drugs.
President Trump is furious with Colombian President Gustavo Petro, calling him an illegal drug leader and cutting off aid payments to the South American country. The tension coming from a U.S. strike on an alleged drug-carrying vessel believed to be associated with a Colombian leftist rebel group. 3 people on board were killed, Petro calling the strike murder. But President Trump blamed Petro for encouraging the mass production of illegal drugs. And now he's expected to announce new tariffs on Colombia, which is a major exporter of coffee, crude petroleum, and fruits. Jill Nato, Fox News.
Now that George Santos is out of prison after President Trump commuted his sentence, the Republican who was expelled from Congress over fraud allegations and then convicted tells Fox,
I have a lot to prove to a lot of people, and I have to make sure President Trump understands that I am not going to disappoint him.
Santos served just 3 months of a 7-year sentence and is back on Cameo, being paid to make personalized messages. On Wall Street, stock futures are rising, so the Dow and the NASDAQ could add to last week's gains. In the baseball playoffs,
Pop up, buckle up for Game 7 tomorrow night.
What more could baseball fans ask for? On Fox Sports 1 last night, the Toronto Blue Jays won a must-win Game 6 at home against the Seattle Mariners 6-2 to force a winner-take-all Game 7 tonight in Toronto. Whoever wins will go to the World Series and take on the Los Angeles Dodgers. The World Series starts Friday.
That's Fox's Jared Max. In the NFL, an epic comeback. Down 19-0 after 3 quarters, the Denver Broncos rallied to beat the New York Giants 33-32 on a last-second field goal. New York's other team, the Jets, remain winless after losing to Carolina. Kansas City shut out Las Vegas on Sunday night. San Francisco beat Atlanta. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Still some scattered showers, 57 degrees. Good morning, I'm Jeff Manaski, WIBX 950 AM 92.3 FM news time is 8:05. This news update is brought to you by Adirondack Home Furniture. Jury deliberations will resume today in the trial of 3 ex-corrections officers charged with murder. The jury met for several hours on Friday, but still no verdict on the fates of David Kingsley, Matthew Gallagher, and Nicholas Kiefer. They're accused of being involved in the brutal beating death of inmate Robert Brooks at Marcy Correctional Facility last year. All 3 face 25 years to life in prison if convicted. An investigation ongoing into what led up to a fatal crash in Madison County. 70-year-old Lori Jones was riding in an SUV near the intersection of State Route 12 and Tackaberry Road yesterday when that vehicle collided with a pickup truck. Jones suffered severe injuries. She was taken to a nearby hospital where she later died. Deputies are asking anyone who witnessed the accident to contact them. A new mural in honor of Jim Boeheim has been unveiled. The 3-story painting is located in the city's Armory Square. It was done by artist Chris Murray. Of course, Boeheim led the Syracuse University men's basketball team for more than 4 decades, more than 1,100 career victories. He retired in 2023. And drivers seeing a little bit of relief at the gas pumps. According to AAA, the average cost of a gallon of fuel is down to $3.07. That's a drop of 4 cents over the last week, 11 cents over the past month. The statewide average is $3.13. Nationally, it is at $3.04. It is 8:07. Your Weather Center forecast is brought to you by the new destination Kia of Utica on Commercial Drive in Yorkville.
Damp Monday morning, areas of scattered showers, embedded thunderstorms with some decent rainfall in spots. Don't hear too much thunder, probably not too much lightning. Scattered showers with us here with a gusty breeze today. Not a great Monday, near 60. Tonight, a chance of showers, mainly early, then clearing late, 43, 30s Adirondacks. Small chance of a shower tomorrow with sun and clouds, mid-60s. Even cooler Wednesday, chance of showers, upper 50s. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM.
Some drizzle and 56 at 8:08. All right, in sports, I'm still reeling. The New York Football Giants allowed 33 fourth-quarter points yesterday on the road. What would have been a great turnaround win for the Giants turned into a devastating choke defeat. They lost to the Broncos 33-32. Once again, all 33 Broncos points scored in the fourth quarter. At least I'm not a Jets fan. They continued their losing ways. 13-6, they fell yesterday to the Carolina Panthers. Gang Green now 0-7. Justin Fields got benched in favor of Tyrod Taylor, who threw a pair of interceptions.
I thought he looked good. They should just go with Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, he always gets hurt, though. Has Taylor ever played a full season where he was he was? If he's the backup, he makes it through the whole year.
I say try to run and get a win out of him.
Fields is. I think Fields has potential. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I was as wrong about him as I was about Daniel Jones.
Well, I think
who continues to look like an MVP in Indianapolis.
The minute he got away from New York, the reality on the Jets is they just got to. I mean, it's 0-7 now.
7, yes.
Oof.
And I saw a funny meme on Facebook where it said NFL head coaches who wear capri pants are now, 1-13 on the season? And this was a reference to the Dolphins head coach and the Jets head coach.
You know what's kind of funny about that whole thing is you'll have to show me a picture. I don't know what capri pants even are.
Essentially, and these, I guess, are the new generation capris. So they look like kind of like sweatpants. However, they
high on the ankle.
They only go up to like the bottom of your calf or mid-calf.
Okay, all right.
Right, so like a big
Women
chunk.
would only wear capri, but men have them now?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We've completely changed styles.
All right.
Yeah. Well, NFL head coaches who wear pants like that, 1-13 now so far this season.
I'm sure the capris that fit you would be too long for me.
I bet they would.
Gotta hem those.
The Blue Jays and Mariners will play a decisive Game 7 tonight. That should be exciting. Toronto defeated Seattle 6-2 in Game 6 at the Rogers Center last night to force a decisive Game 7 tonight. The winner will face the Los Angeles Dodgers in the Fall Classic.
Hey, this is in Toronto tonight, right?
Yes.
Yeah, wow. That's going to be a good game.
It should be a good game. On a double dip on Monday Night Football, there are 2 games on tap. Lions hosting the Buccaneers and the Texans visiting the Seattle Seahawks. What else do I need to mention? Syracuse lost. Nobody's surprised. Utica University won an exhibition game against SUNY Morrisville Saturday night.
I do think I saw it was Brenda X who said, once again, Syracuse fans, football fans, are waiting for next year.
Yeah.
That's where we've reached that point now. And you know what? It was so promising with that quarterback who could be with Syracuse for another 2 years we'll see what happens. But it looked so good for a little while. And now look at where we are now. It's terrible. I just want to take you back to Friday night. The Dodgers on their way back to the World Series after sweeping the Brewers. But it was the history-making combo of pitching and hitting from Shohei Ohtani that became the major story. He got the series' most valuable player trophy and deserved every bit of it. Check this out.
High fly ball to right. Pages. He is there. He's got it. And the ball game is over. And the Los Angeles Dodgers have won the National League pennant. They sweep the Brewers. The greatest night of baseball by an individual player in the history of this game. Shohei Ohtani. 3 homers and a victory on the mound with 10 strikeouts.
10 strikeouts, 3 home runs, and they're calling it the greatest single night of baseball for any player in the history of the game.
Yeah,
it's hard to beat that.
I
mean, I don't know what
the only thing more impressive
Babe Ruth might have done back in the day, but that's pretty darn impressive.
No, he never did that, and I think the only thing more impressive is if he had that performance in the World Series.
Right,
I mean,
right.
National
Think about it,
Championship
yeah.
Series. One more thing on the baseball. His second or third home run, I think,
went out of the park.
Literally left the stadium.
Yes. When you hear out of the park home run, it literally left the stadium.
Incredible.
Yeah, really. And it's just breathtaking how good that guy is and how not good he looks when he steps into the batter's box. I mean, he just looks so meek, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I don't know, such an odd thing, but man, he is impressive. Quick break. We'll talk about Aliens water update and Remington. What's going on in that location?
We got a video of Katie Aiello. She took a shot at you, and we'll give, I guess, our take on that. We'll play that for you. She's good with these videos.
She is a video lover. Yeah, she loves to do the.
She does well with them.
All right, we'll see how well she does when we go through it with a fine-tooth comb
and some comments. We'll get to your comments as well.
Coming up here at WIBX.
BME Company Business Machines and Equipment has been delivering office solutions for businesses in upstate New York for over 30 years. Their success comes from finding the right document management strategies and software solutions for streamlining workflows. Simply put, BME provides fast, reliable service at the best value to keep your business running smoothly. Through BME's strategic partnership with Hummel's Office Plus, they distribute supplies for just about every machine in your office at a great price. BME welcomes the opportunity to serve your business, selling, leasing, and service in Canon and Kyocera devices, as well as FP mailing solutions. An important part of BME's culture is supporting the communities they're fortunate to work in, and BME recognizes that support is one reason for their success. The future of business in BME's area is encouraging, and the company is grateful to be a part of that growth. Call BME Company at 315-574-8200 or visit BMEcompany.com. BME Company Office Solutions. Made simple.
We are here with Tom Giglio from Script Stop Pharmacy, Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro, our industry ace. What sets you apart from other pharmacies?
Script Stop Pharmacy, 131 Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro, New York. We're changing the game. We're a locally owned pharmacy, and we'll treat you like family. With fast, friendly service, no-wait immunizations, and automatic refills, we ensure that you never miss a dose. Pick up the phone and give us a call at 315-790-5300, and you won't have to sit on hold with an automated answering system. You'll be able to actually reach out to a person. You won't have to wait in a long line only to find out that your prescription isn't ready or is not in stock. We offer a wide range of services, including text message alerts when your prescriptions are ready. We have an app that you can manage your medications in, and we offer free delivery across all of Oneida County. And with 75 years of combined pharmacist experience, we're here to serve you quickly, reliably, and with a smile. Need a script? Make the stop, or just call Script Stop.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I
I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/radio for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/radio for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details.
Hi, this is Ray Durso of the Genesis Group. If you're interested in keeping up with events and news in the Mohawk Valley region, I have the show for you. It's called This Week in the Mohawk Valley, and it airs every Sunday on WIBX. Join us as we talk with area business leaders, elected officials, law enforcement, educators, and more. Don't miss This Week in the Mohawk Valley every Sunday at 9 a.m. on WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM.
Celebrating 100 years. This is Keeler. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now back to the Keeler Show.
Yeah, remember when John Tesh was the face of professional sports? Boy, that's gone when it comes to music, isn't it?
Wasn't he didn't he work for NBC, Bill?
John Tesh was...
CBS.
He was Entertainment Tonight, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he did sports, too. He did Mary Hart, and John Tesh did Entertainment Tonight.
Yeah.
I remember watching it after 7:30.
Yeah, you're right. Pretty wild.
Now he did the theme for NBC Sports' basketball is returning tomorrow night. You'll be hearing din 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 din.
Yeah, that's NBC as NBA
jingle.
back.
Then you hear
jingle.
The Tracy McGrady. John Tesh still got it.
Okay. All right, Davey's got some impressions going on this morning.
Does.
Wow.
He's wound.
He's wound right up.
I like that. I like that song that John Tesh does with NBA for NBC. It just sticks in my head.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, our audience. I love some of the comments.
All right, well, give us a few of those, at least the one that lit you up.
Okay.
And then we'll go to the mayor.
Okay, so just to put a button on last segment, I was saying this during the break, but I guess I'll share it with everybody. I remember when the base was facing closure, and they had the shirts and the hats that said "All lead to Rome." All roads lead to Rome. And my point was, except for the New York State Thruway. Yeah. So following up on the upcoming meetings this week, Steve says these Thruway exit meetings are a joke. These road engineers already know what they're going to do. So basically he's saying there's no public input. It's just for show. He said, how about figuring out another way to get in and out of Consumer Square, which is what made me laugh because it gets quite congested over there. It is tough to get in and out, and I think they want to add more businesses over there. I don't know how you could do that. Steven, boy, he's got a lot of comments here. The baseball playoffs are more exciting than the World Series, probably. Shohei should have been kicked out of baseball for gambling. If not, they owe Pete Rose an apology.
So on that, I had somebody saying it's Shohei. I know how to say his name. Sometimes when you say something, it doesn't come out right, okay? That's what I would do to somebody right in front of me.
What'd you say?
Hit him right in the face. I don't know. I don't know what I said. I don't know. I must have mispronounced
That's what you said.
Shohei. I thought I did. Anyway, nonetheless, there's no evidence that Ohtani did any gambling on baseball. There is zero evidence. It's someone tied to him who ended up going has gone through the legal process because he stole from him. So there's no evidence. Now, we can all look and say, yeah, right, but there's still no evidence. Pete Rose, there was evidence. And all he had to do was just come clean, and they would have let him back into baseball, I think.
Well, and then he did, and they didn't. But now that he's passed, now they're going to let him in.
Yeah, now
it was more of like a lifetime ban, it sounds.
Yeah.
One more. Let's see. Hey, Jeff, keep your head up. At least you're not a Jets fan. Oh, Santos was commuted, not pardoned. That's correct. When I spoke about this earlier this morning.
His sentence was commuted.
Commuted, not pardoned. Now, pardoned would have basically eliminated the conviction. Right. And, if there's any follow-up penalties from that, for instance, if it's a felony, you can't own a firearm. A pardon would get rid of all that. commutation just reduces the prison sentence, but his convictions still stand.
Unless you talk to him, and then he'll be like, "What conviction?"
Yeah, no, I was
somebody
doing
else. That was my brother.
A tour of duty in South America, and I was fighting for the
right.
military. It was as
By
a
the
Navy
way,
SEAL.
He is back to doing
Which
cameo.
he looks like a Navy SEAL, by the way.
He is back to doing cameo stuff. Apparently, he's making some real money doing that.
But it's only like $20 or $30 for one of those, isn't it? Or I guess
I don't know.
Prices vary.
He's making some money, and it might
Market
be
rate.
It could very well be a situation where they may pay a big name, call him a big name, if you will, maybe I don't know, money to be able to participate. I don't know. I have no idea.
Does he go by market rate, like lobster or something?
Might be. May
You know
very
what?
well
He's better off if he's getting paid his market weight, I think.
Yeah. Listen, it's Bath Makeover Month in New York. Sash, now is the time to finally get your bathroom done. This can be done in 2 days, 1 day, 1 or 2 days. All bath projects now 20% off. And with special financing available, upgrading your bathroom has never been easier. Stop into New York Sash in the showroom at 349 Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro, where you can see over a dozen beautiful baths on display, styles and colors and options for every home. The New York Sash team has entered over 850. They have earned, they didn't enter these, Google reviews. And it'd be funny if it was like, all right, staff, let's start writing some Google reviews for us. These are real names. You can look them up. You'll know these people. For their expert installation and top quality, 850 real positive Google reviews. You can check it out online. And don't wait, the bathroom makeover, perfect time to save 20% and get started at NewYorkSash.com or stop by Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro. And the Good Feet store, if you're ready to get rid of the pain, this might do the trick. They're arch support specialists. People swear by the inserts that you put into your shoes, or you can buy shoes from them, and it will help you when it comes to pain and fixing the way you walk. Strengtheners, maintainers, and relaxers, maintaining proper foot alignment by exercising and strengthening muscles, tendons, ligaments, and you don't even feel that you're exercising. It isn't rigorous that way. It's just by doing your everyday thing. It even works when you're sitting there, believe it or not. It keeps everything in place and continues to train your foot to walk properly, and ultimately the goal is for the pain to go away. Make sense?
Yeah.
It's a Good Feet store in New Hartford. In studio right now is Mayor John Stevens.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning. Monday morning.
So
dreary Monday morning.
I want to say that we were not in. I was in Ilion. I can't believe. It's been a while since I've been in Ilion. We were in over the weekend, and
well, you're welcome anytime. You know that.
I appreciate that. Okay. Thank you. We had, it was my mom's birthday, and we had to pick up a birthday card, and I had forgotten that Kinney Drugs is no longer where it used to be, but also
Walgreens. You mean
Kinney Drugs used to be elsewhere years ago.
Yeah.
Somehow I was having a brain moment. Nonetheless, we ended up there, but I went to go to, because there was the big Rite Aid, which has now become Dollar General. And
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree. Okay.
I think. Yeah, Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
The green one.
And and then Walgreens has moved in.
Across the.
But it's a tiny little pharmacy now.
It's only basically 98% pharmacy.
Okay.
I mean, they have a few things you can go in and pick up, like if you need an ace bandage or whatever. But
otherwise, it's pharmacy.
It's pharmacy. Yeah, there's no more groceries or anything like that.
So this is not plugging Ilion, but from there we went to dinner with family and went to 1886 Prime. That's Tucker's place.
I had pizza from there last night.
I gotta tell you,
phenomenal.
The pizza and the food and the pasta and the I had a steak dish. Burgers.
Yeah.
It is so good.
He does a real good job.
And we used, and his dad was there. Allocations, if you remember.
Yeah. Cheesecakes.
Cheesecakes made in
Ilion at one point. Yeah.
Frankfurt in the beginning, and then Ilion. And I just have to tell you, those cheesecakes are to die for.
Top shelf.
Just incredible.
Can't beat them.
So that was our trip to the Valley. And if you have not tried out 1886 Prime, it is in nearby Frankfurt from Ilion. In studio right now is the mayor of nearby from Frankfurt, Ilion. Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning.
Okay, so the water thing has been an issue. Let's start with that, and then I want to go to Remington.
Okay. We are at the the last stage of the water project. We'll start the last stage in the spring.
Okay.
But that last stage won't be very visible to the public. That's all going to be stuff at the treatment plant and outside the village. As far as main water line, valve work, ripping up streets, paving, and all that, we're wrapping that up. We should be good to go. There might be some punch list stuff, they call it. We go through and make sure that all the little things are done. So that we're about 95% complete with the
How
the
much
water
improvement
project.
will this water project make?
In the when it's completely done, we should the hope is to eliminate the discolored water. The next phase is what they're going to install. They call green sand, and that removes the magnesium and the iron, which is what causes the iced tea looking color.
Yeah.
That removes that from the water from the wells.
That's a nice way to put it. It has the color of iced tea.
It does.
It sounds so much better than discolored water.
Than dirty.
And dirty. Yeah. It's iced tea color. Okay.
The valve project is going to allow us. You probably remember this when you were there. They used to flush the hydrants twice a year.
Yes.
Well, that's coming up for the fall session. But we've discovered that just running water through a fire hydrant really doesn't flush the line. It just lets the water flow and cleans out that section. With the new valves, they're going to be able to isolate different areas and actually force water through, which
Okay, so they won't be doing it the same way they did it.
No.
Do you fear that forcing water through may create new problems and the line?
That is way above my pay grade.
Okay.
That's an engineering thing, and that's why they did it.
Well, it's just one of those things they say when you're, it can, if there was a weak link, forcing water through would probably identify that link.
Yep.
All right. Anything
So that's
else?
where we're at. I mean,
Okay.
as far as any disruption within village streets, that should be pretty well wrapping up.
Okay.
There'll be some small things that we still need to do, but
You think when this is all done, though, the water will be not brown?
Yes.
Yeah.
Iced tea.
Iced tea.
Clear? Can I even say clear?
Yeah, you can. That was the whole idea for this
Goal.
entire project. The goal was to, clean that up. We're still under a Department of Health order. Everybody gets all wound up. Every 6 months, we have to put out a notice per our citation that states that testing in certain areas of the village have high lead content. That's not from us as a village. That's from the village main to your home, which is called the lateral, your service. Some people still have lead or galvanized services. They haven't changed to copper or PEX plastic. We have a $6 million project coming up for that, which we're waiting for guidance from the funding sources. That anybody that has a galvanized or a lead service left in the village, and we identify that will be replaced free of charge. So that's
On
why
the lateral, you're saying?
the laterals.
That
Yes, from the
goes from
main,
the
from,
road
your
to
curb
your-
box to your house. That will be done with the money that we've secured for that.
And
that's
that'll
why we're
take,
telling people.
I'm assuming that's going to take some time if you have a lot of people.
What we're fortunate with is we were able to expand that because when we were putting the main in, if we were finding those lead and galvanized services from the main to the curb box is called a loop. They were replacing those with copper. So we took care of 400 of those while we were doing main work.
All right.
So that's a phase that doesn't involve the main project. That's a whole separate project. That's why we're telling people that come in, hey,
And
don't
that's
do
pretty
anything with your
good.
service work because you can get it done for free.
That's pretty good because that normally would be at the expense of the homeowner.
Yeah, and you're probably at this point probably a $7,000 project for a homeowner.
And it comes right out to the middle, normally the middle of the street.
Well,
pretty close to that.
Yeah, but from the curb box, it's that little steel thing in your yard that you mow over and hopefully don't hit. From there to the home is the owner's responsibility.
Okay.
That's the project we're going to do. From there back to the
Got it.
main is the village.
Got
And
it.
most of that's
Okay.
been already done.
All right. And then I want to ask, what is the latest on Remington?
I don't have a whole lot.
Why does this project, I'm just going to ask you, why does this project seem convoluted?
Because it is.
Okay. Kind of felt that way.
That's the
Like
honest answer.
When somebody's ready to invest a lot of money in a place, and the answer is we're not sure what we're going to do with it,
Welcome to my world.
That makes you a little bit uneasy.
It's tough on our side as a village to handle that answer. We are in the process now of negotiating for electricity, power. I can't say a whole lot about that because I'm on a confidential thing with the various groups that we're dealing with. We're a municipally owned entity. As you know, we own our own electric company, as does Frankfurt and Mohawk. We're not a national grid. We're not investor owned.
Are you about to give that up?
No.
Okay.
No. No.
That'd be a big...
No, that'd be terrible. That'd be the dumbest thing we could ever do. And trust me, I know I do dumb things every day. So I believe what's one of the things, the hurdles that we have to overcome is developers aren't used to dealing with that. Okay, they're used to dealing with the national grids, the Con Eds, the Duke Energies, the investor-owned people. And we have certain and very strict rules and regulations that we have to follow.
As a municipal
as a municipally owned entity, yes.
Okay.
That's why we can supply power at the low cost that we do, and reliably.
Yeah.
Very rarely do we lose power in Ilion when everybody else around us does.
Yeah.
I know I've maybe 2 village-wide power outages in my 59 years on this earth.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So it's very, very. Now we might lose a section here and a section there. If a breaker pops or something due to high
tree
storms,
falls on a line,
tree falls,
or something. Yeah.
Which means they're doing their job. But right now, Bill, I don't really have a whole lot of progress to report. There's nobody in the factory as far as owners or business or anything.
Yeah, it looks rough.
It's
0 employees.
0. There's nobody there. Yeah, the gates are locked.
And my guess is everything has been purged.
Yeah, and then some.
Yeah.
And then some.
Yeah.
We are having an issue now with trespassers. I don't have to go down that road.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
You know what I'm saying.
What a great place to live. I mean, you've got pick a floor.
We unfortunately as a village, we don't own it.
Right.
It's not our building, so we just can't go tooling in there, and it's just not. We can't do it. So while there is progress, it's not as quickly as we would like. I'm sure it's not even as quickly as the developer would like. Turin.
I would think though that if somebody is inside and they're trespassing, you would have the police would have the right to be able to go in there and no.
Well, who says they're trespassing? Right?
Well,
it could be just an underdressed
the facility
CEO.
is posted. The exterior fencing, this perimeter fencing.
But if there was a fire, you'd be able to go in there.
We could go in, but we're not sending our personnel inside a building in there. It's just too dangerous.
Really?
There's open holes. There's, they took machines out, and there's rods still sticking up.
Really?
Yeah,
so you're dealing with what could be a disaster.
Correct.
Wow.
Correct. And that's been discussed repeatedly, and probably will continue to be repeatedly discussed between the developer and the.
So what happens if there's a fire?
Right now, the pre-plan for that now is you'll see probably 8 different ladder trucks, and they'll surround it and they'll pour water on it.
Try to prevent
any expansion or spreading to residential areas.
Can you imagine though the toxins and the chemicals that are probably still in there?
Could be, yeah.
You don't know.
We're in a very difficult spot right now. We got a lot of work to do.
And how is Remington doing wherever they're at now? Are they?
Only thing I can tell you is I've heard they're producing guns.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't know.
Probably overseas.
No, they're doing it out of Georgia.
Oh, they are.
Where they moved to, yeah. But I mean, you Google them and it doesn't say a whole lot.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So
yeah.
Approximately 3 years ago, I had a chance to go on a tour of Remington Arms, and I went, and they didn't allow. Understandably, you couldn't film it. But man, if I knew then what I know now, I would have snuck a camera and gone around and just not to get secrets on how they did their guns, but just to
document
look at
history.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We were in there 2 weeks ago, and I walked in there and I was just like, I was in shock. It's just wide open space. And
how'd you guys get in though?
We went in because there was damage being done. And we still had power to certain places of that.
And
so
wasn't there a tour
that
I know the legislature, my father's a legislator,
they went in about a year ago.
They went in about a year ago, and as they were going through the craziest thing, my father found his name tag.
Get
at
out
a
of
custom
here.
shop. Yeah. Isn't that the wildest thing?
Yeah, it's weird.
It
is.
It had fallen down underneath a bench, and whether he or somebody else picked it up, and it was his name tag when he worked there, and he's been retired since he was probably for 30 years.
I don't have any hair on my head, and that makes my hair stand up.
That's pretty wild.
That's weird.
Wild.
Yeah,
that is weird.
Yeah, but to your question, Jeff, we had to go in there because there was people that weren't supposed to be in there, and we still had we had some power issues that we hadn't. Everything was shut off, but it was still in the substation. We still had power to that, and so we had to go in there and.
Well, to Bill's question, though, so it sounds like it was almost a trespass situation.
Oh, it definitely is.
So you can go in under those circumstances.
We can go in, but our public safety departments, our police and our fire departments have taken the position that we'll go in and stay on the streets that are within the factory, but we're not going inside the buildings because
they
just
so much unknown hazards.
Unknown hazards. There's there's holes in the floor. There's drainage that it's not covered. There's like I said, there's still things sticking up out of the floor where they just took the machine off, put it on, and there's a threaded rod. You trip and fall, and who knows what. So
impaled or something.
Yeah,
all right.
Exactly.
Okay. Wow.
Sorry, I don't have more for you, but that's about it right now.
Mayor John Stevens, Ilion Mayor, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, as always.
We'll get another.
And you're always welcome to come down
soon. As I said, I was touring the village. Just on Saturday night. All right, quick break, and coming up, we'll deal with this yacht rock thing, which is pretty cool, and also the
yacht rock.
The very interesting latest video from Katie Aiello coming up at WIBX.
Now that we're getting older, we've been putting more thought into maintaining our health.
We knew the water we drink every day could be filled with contaminants, so
we called Leaf Home Water Solutions.
They came to our home and did a free water test and gave us the analysis right away.
We were shocked at what we saw.
They found heavy metals like iron and copper.
Our own tap water was putting our health at risk, but Leaf Home Water Solutions made it easy to get safer water from every tap and hose. A whole home solution.
They have more than 250 product combinations and designed a system that fits our needs and budget. The installation took less than a day.
With Leaf Home Water Solutions, our water is safer and healthier. When we drink, when we cook, when we shower, even when we garden.
We feel better about our health.
Thanks to Leaf Home Water Solutions.
Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/free and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/free for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/free.
Clearing out your home or commercial building, John's Cleanouts and Property Preservation will handle it for you. We handle residential or any size commercial property, before and after estate sale cleanouts, or any junk removal service. John's Cleanouts and Property Preservation is a 5-star rated and background checked business, providing service you can count on, and we're fully insured in the industry. Call John's Cleanouts and Property Preservation today and take the stress out of your mess.
Utica and the Mohawk Valley Mattress Express's big annual free adjustable base promotion is back. Here's how it works. Come into Mattress Express, you'll get the largest selection of mattresses in New York State. Pick out any king or queen set in the store, except Tempur-Pedic, and you'll get upgraded to an adjustable base for free. No extra charge. It's a great deal, folks. Now, you're probably wondering, does that include the Smart Bed by Instant Comfort? Yes, it does. That's the bed you can make soft or firm on each side. 45 individual settings on each side from super soft to super firm. The Flex Set option in king or queen, reversible cover, cool for summer, warm for winter, and a 25-year industry-leading warranty. 5 years, no interest, no money down, and no credit check payment plans. In New Hartford on Commercial Drive next to Pet Supplies Plus. In Oneida in the movie theater Glenwood Plaza. Call 1-800-NEW-BEDS or stop in today.
Some firsts you'd like to leave in the rearview mirror. Other firsts are life-changing. Nokian Tires invented the first all-weather tire 25 years ago to serve as a true year-round driving solution. We infuse our tires with aramid fibers for pothole protection, and we subject our products to Arctic conditions at the largest winter tire test facility in the world. Make safety your first priority. Nokian Tires. First things first. Visit Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, or online at tallmanstire.com.
To honor and give thanks to our military first responders and their families, the Good News Center is hosting the Flags for Heroes event from November 4th to the 11th. Along the Memorial Parkway, 1,000 American flags will be on display to salute the men and women who sacrifice on our behalf. Your family, business, or community group can sponsor a flag with proceeds benefiting Citron's military program. The program is designed to treat veterans and service members experiencing physical, emotional, and cognitive issues. This is our opportunity to show appreciation to the brave men and women who serve or who have served. Be counted as one of the grateful. Thank you for support from Utica National Insurance Group and Tucker Backyard Pools and Spas. For more information or to sponsor a flag or volunteer, visit the Flags for Heroes page on the Good News Center's website.
Damp Monday morning, areas of scattered showers, embedded thunderstorms with some decent rainfall in spots. Don't hear too much thunder, probably not too much lightning. Scattered showers with us here with a gusty breeze today. Not a great Monday, near 60. Tonight, a chance of showers, mainly early, then clearing late, 43, 30s Adirondacks. Small chance of a shower tomorrow with sun and clouds, mid-60s. Even cooler Wednesday, chance of showers, upper 50s. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stage at WIBX 950 AM and 92.3 FM.
Well, we have a little rain out there currently, 55 at WIBX.
WIBX. This is Keeler. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now back to the Keeler Show.
These guys are coming to Syracuse. What is the date that I saw, Davey?
The 21st, which is what?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Two
shows.
They're going to be
Syracuse.
They will be at the On Center in Syracuse tomorrow. And what did you do? There are 2 shows?
Yeah, so I guess this says they're at the On Center and then at the Mulroy Civic Center.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know what that is. But I do know it's tomorrow in Syracuse. Then they'll be in Buffalo. It is the largest, the biggest yacht rock band in the country. They're Seize the Night, SEAS, the Night Tour. It's called Yachtly Crew. And on the line right now is Tommy Boy, spelled B-U-O-Y. Is it pronounced boy or are we at Bowie?
We're going with Bowie. You know,
Bowie.
we're going for the nautical thing. Good morning, guys. How are you?
I like it.
Good
Tommy
morning.
Bowie, a.k.a. Tom Gardner, who's on with us right now from Yachtly Crew. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
This yacht rock thing there's a local band here that does yacht rock stuff. And this
Cool.
this became a huge thing on I guess it really started from satellite radio. And what constitutes a song? What makes a song a yacht rock song?
Well, you know, there's some factors that are very, like, hard line. Like, it's generally a 70s and 80s song. And it generally grooves pretty well and has some kind of, like, really melodic vocals to it. And it's of the era. It's kind of, you know, you would call it soft rock back in the day, and now they've kind of just rebranded it and termed it yacht rock.
Yeah.
It was actually started in a 2000s web series, but you know, our band, we really aren't like too hard nosed about what is and isn't yacht rock. We kind of like we'll play some soft rock stuff, you know, like I said, from the 70s and 80s, and if the fans love it, then we keep playing it. But in general, we're talking about bands like Michael McDonald, Christopher Cross, Kenny Loggins, Steely Dan. So if those names ring a bell, you'll start to understand what genre we're talking about here.
I mean, Toto, Hold the Line, You Make My Dreams Come True, Hall & Oates, etc.,
Right.
etc.
All those great songs that were kind of, you know, forgotten about to the rock and roll crowd for a little while. You know, I think everybody, when they think of 80s, they think of Van Halen.
Yeah.
Or when they think of the 70s, they're thinking of Black Sabbath and AC/DC, that kind of thing. But, like, these were also really great artists that we're still trying to represent and bring honor and love to and keep spreading the yacht rock love.
So, Manaski knows that in my backyard in the summertime, that's all I play.
I never heard the
It
term
is.
yacht rock
Yacht
until
rock.
Yes, till you came in and started doing this impression, and I asked about it, and you're like, "Listen, when I'm out in the backyard, I've got this channel on, And the voiceover guy is hilarious. Yacht Rock and
when the wind's blowing in your hair and your shirt is no longer short sleeve, it's Yacht Rock.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's really and it's amazing. It's become a happening. Like that whole vibe of being in the backyard and putting the music on. We bring that to our show, and our fans bring it. Our fans will dress up like captains. For those that don't know, we dress up like sailors on stage.
Mm-hmm.
But our fans, much like Jimmy Buffett fans, the Parrot Heads show up in their Hawaiian T-shirts. We have people showing up in sailor hats, and we've had a woman dress up as a mermaid, and guys dress up as pirates. And everybody doesn't have to go that far, but it's kind of. Most people will at least have a captain's hat, in which we obviously sell them once you get to the show if you don't have one at home. But It's like a happening, and people love a good excuse to get together and have fun. So,
especially if you're in, it's anywhere, but in the Northeast, our summers are very short-lived. So we try to celebrate as much as we can. Tomorrow night,
go hard when you can.
You gotta go hard. Tomorrow night you'll be in Syracuse. Nearby.
Yes, we're really looking forward. It's our first time in Syracuse. I believe we're at the Carrier Theater, the On-Center Carrier Theater.
Mm-hmm.
And, we're really looking forward to bringing Yacht Rock to Syracuse, and hopefully before it gets a little too cold up there.
Yeah, well, you'll be in the 60s tomorrow, so not all that bad.
We can handle that. Our Los Angeles, blood can handle the 60s.
I would ask you, is there a song that you would say is the perfect example of Yacht Rock?
Yeah, I'll give you one of two. One would be "What a Fool Believes" by Michael McDonald.
Okay, because Michael McDonald seems to be there. If there was a common denominator, yes, he's in many different songs, whether it be his own or even what I predict your number 2 song is going to be.
I would say "Ride Like the Wind" then by Christopher
Ride Like the
Cross.
Wind, yeah, sailing.
I just saw somebody
sailing too.
Yeah.
Both of those are huge songs that we do. But yeah, Michael McDonald was kind of like the guy at that time, and even when it wasn't his own stuff or his stuff with the Doobie Brothers, he was singing with Christopher Cross. He was singing with Steely Dan. He was singing with Kenny Loggins. He wrote Kenny Loggins and him wrote "What a Fool Believes" together. So it's like there's all these incestual, if you will. Yeah. Maybe that's not the right word, but
yes, it's all. What is who's the actor that's 7 Degrees of?
Kevin Bacon.
This is like for Yacht Rock. It's the 7 Degrees, or maybe only 4. I don't know. Of Michael McDonald. He's in so many different songs. In Yacht Rock. And there's also
he's the Godfather.
He kind of would be the Godfather of it. And there's also a pretty cool documentary out there on Yacht Rock that you can get that kind of digs into this, and they go through what constitutes what makes a song a Yacht Rock song. And listen, I'm sure you guys take a little creative, little leeway when it comes to that, because as long as people are enjoying it, it all works.
Right, and we try not to go too far from it, but at the end of the day, we're not, we're a high energy rock and roll show. We always say like we want to be the Kiss of soft rock, RIPH really. But we're going to have lights and choreo and crowd interaction, and we're going to come out into the crowd and that kind of stuff. So it's not, even though it's a soft rock show, it's not a sit down and sip your tea type of show.
Yeah.
It's gonna be high energy, and so be prepared to, if you come out, be prepared to sing your heart out for 2 hours.
Okay, all right, good stuff. So, all right, well, listen, tomorrow night in Syracuse, it's at the On Center, and it's Yachtly Crew. Your end of summer. All right, Tommy Bowie. Thank you, man. We appreciate it.
All right.
Have a good one.
Thanks, all. Appreciate it. Bye.
This is a good example. This is Christopher Cross, but you'll be able to hear clearly Michael McDonald.
My body's weak. I'm on the run. No time to sleep. I've got to ride like the wind to be free again. And I've got such a long
Sanders' impersonation is much better. We just lost YouTube, by the way.
Because of that?
Yeah, I think that is enough.
Let it play a little too long, Bill.
Where we're going to get dinged. By the way, Mike says, I remember years ago when you interviewed Michael McDonald's wife. That was a long time ago.
Oh, yeah?
That was pretty good. Got a break. We'll end with the KDILO latest video.
Well, actually, there's been a new one since this one came out.
Even a new video. We'll get to it coming up next to WIBX.
I've worn the uniform. I have stood beneath our flag, and I have fought for what it stands for. I'm Megan Terry, and I serve in the U.S. Army. At Collins Flags, that feeling of pride goes into every single stitch because they're made right here in the USA by folks just like me. This Veterans Day, show your love for the men and women who serve. Fly a Collins, American, or military flag with honor. Buy yours at collinsflags.com today. That's collinsflags.com. American made, proudly waved.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month. LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication, report scams, and update your software. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information and fixes identity theft, guaranteed, or your money back. Start your protection today with a 30-day free trial at lifelock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
Brought to you by Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, and online at tallmanstire.com.
Hello, everyone in Central New York. This is Dave Letterman, your old TV pal. Remember me? I'm supposed to say something witty and funny here about Bill Keeler, but I've got nothing. Ever see a picture of this guy? That's a joke in itself. Anyhow, here's Keeler on WIBX.
Listen, portions of the program today brought to you by Falcon Clinic in Washington Mills, and they're reminding people they will be accepting new patients again real soon. If you're currently a patient of the Falcon Clinic, ask them about the osteopathic adjustment that I go through. Once a month, it completely puts me into a position where I'm ready to take on the month. Everything is flowing properly. Your blood and your sinuses and your back is in alignment. You're walking. It's incredible.
The sinuses thing is amazing because there is a particular joint, or I'm going to say it wrong, a disc. But yes, if they adjust that area of your neck, your sinuses will open right up.
Crazy, yeah. It's the Falcon Clinic in Washington Mills. I don't think they say it like that, but it's in Washington Mills. Accepting new patients right around the end of December, 1st of the year. They're looking for a new provider as we speak. And then I did want to add, I had one more. In Sarah's Flooring Outlet, if you need flooring, you'll find nothing any better. No larger selection than what you'll find at Sarah's Flooring Outlet. Not seconds. These are all top-of-the-line products, and you will get a price guarantee. That is, they will meet or beat anyone's price at Sarah's Flooring Outlet. 6 months interest-free financing, and, of course, they're installers. They're people. They'll come in and do a free measurement for you. It's just the best place to go for flooring. It's in Sarah's Flooring Outlet, River Road, Marcy, online at sarahsflooringoutlet.com. Manaski.
Well, I just would like you to play some of this video, social media posting from Councilwoman Katie Aiello. I just think she's really playing a victim card here. She takes a shot at you, but there's a couple of things I wanted to address that I think in the video, I have to be honest, there's a couple of things where I was nodding my head going, yeah, she's right about that.
Well, the funny thing...
other stuff she's wrong about, clearly.
The funny thing about her is this is not... Most people who won't come on our show, it's because Rozier has said... If you don't come on the show, we won't support you.
If you come on the show, we won't support you.
If you go on his show, we won't. The Republican Party won't support you.
We've been told that by candidates, correct?
Several have told us that.
Yes.
A little nervous. I wish, actually, that actually helped him in ratings, but it hasn't. Ratings are what they are, with or without his candidates on the air. So my apologies if things haven't worked out quite the way he wanted them to work out. Nonetheless, it is what it is. She is not coming on because she's mad at me.
Is that right?
Because the last time she had it was the alleyway thing or whatever the whole thing was. I kind of I held her. I can't normally just let her go, but this time I called her on things because there are a lot of inaccuracies and a lot of things that may contradict each other, comments. And I called her on those, and she's saying I might have shut her mic off. It's possible. I mean, the only time I would ever do that is if somebody wouldn't stop just for me to set the table or to make. I mean, it's possible. I don't know. She also may be talking about where I did it with the senator, and he and I are. Listen, he says that Senator Griffo says that he and I have a song. It's our song. You know, like you would have a song with your loved one or something. It's like, oh, that's our song. Ours is We Just Disagree, according to Griffo.
Oh, okay.
So it is what it is. But we don't always disagree. But anyway, she won't come on. Apparently, she doesn't want to answer the tough questions. Here's some audio.
Trapdoor under City Hall. And I thought it was my job to find the secrets and expose what was ruining our city. And it was kind of right. I just guessed the wrong secrets. Because it turns out what's ruining the city isn't hidden at all. It's public. They say it loud and proud at press conferences, on their Facebook pages, even admit it on the council floor. It's all in plain sight. We've just been trained to think this nonsense is normal. But it's not, and I want to help you spot it. So consider this your official guide to navigating Utica politics. Rule number 1, build nothing, tear down everything. The secret to longevity in office is to never solve, always scandalize. The longest serving politicians in our city haven't built anything of their own. They just demonize the people who have. They've spent their decades in office being...
Hang on.
First of all, that's not true, and I love how she uses Samantha in every picture.
She does.
And then bops me in there at some point.
Well, and
Katie, thank you for including me in your video.
I guess that's group photos of the last several councils, so I guess Samantha would be included in most of those. And I think, you know what, there are a lot of people who believe that it's the whole argument with healthcare. It's more, you make more treating the problem than preventing the problem.
Here's the problem. Fighting Stewart's was ridiculous.
I agree.
That was fighting the hospital. I understand there should be a debate.
Which Stewart's?
But, I think any of the ones they fought were, in South Utica, you might be able to say it was a neighborhood and the neighborhood didn't want it. I don't know. But certainly that one on the
over by Proctor Park.
Yeah, that one was ridiculous. Nonetheless, I understand fighting the hospital. That should have been a hearty debate. But once it was done, it should have been done, and the no hospital downtown thing continued. So I do agree. However, she brings up the asphalt plant. That asphalt plant was going to be put right down in North Genesee Street, over by all the restaurants there. In Harbor Point, on the canal, on the river, which could have been a huge problem when it comes to contaminants. And then the odor itself would have been a problem over there. It probably wasn't the right place for a dog food plant or an asphalt plant.
I agree.
And so I disagree with her when she says people are against everything. Some things are worth being against, and it turns out that project didn't happen because it shouldn't have happened there.
So unfortunately, we're going to run out of time here. But she also mentioned
with this tomorrow,
sending the district attorney's office to follow her around. And do we need to rehash why that happened?
And that is that had she been upfront and honest from the very beginning, this never would have happened. This is deflecting. This is what my wife likes to call gaslighting. She's gaslighting all of us here. And we'll get to more of this tomorrow. We're going to get to more of it tomorrow. Davey, clear out some time for us to be able to go through this and a new video, by the way. She's got a new one.
She's very good at these.
We'll get to it all coming up. News is next. Kilmeade after that.
From the Stanley Theater Studio, WIBX Utica, Rome. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM, celebrating 100 years.
The world's most popular museum is still closed in Paris.
I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. The day after a heist at the Louvre while it was open with visitors inside.
It looked like something right out of a movie.
Fox's Greg Palcott says it was a gang of thieves that robbed the Louvre in just 7 minutes.
They used some sort of a cherry picker device to scale their way up the backside of the museum, then used a buzzsaw to get through the window on the museum's second floor, scooped up the goods, and got away on high-speed scooters.
One of those has been recovered as police keep looking for the thieves.
Making off with hundreds of millions of dollars of loot, specifically the French crown jewels, tiaras, necklaces, bracelets. Officials actually call them priceless.
It's peaceful again in Gaza after a flare-up in deadly fighting.
Over the weekend, Hamas violated the ceasefire, killing 2 Israeli soldiers. The IDF says that Hamas militants popped out of a tunnel and fired RPGs at an excavator that was operating near the city of Rafah. In another incident nearby, Israeli soldiers were wounded by Hamas sniper fire. The event prompted Israeli strikes across the Gaza Strip that killed dozens of Palestinians.
Fox's Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv. President Trump told reporters on Air Force One last night the ceasefire still holds. He also warned another country of new U.S. tariffs on its imports as punishment, Colombia.
They make drugs. They refine drugs. They make cocaine. They have cocaine factories. They have no fight against drugs, and I'm stopping all payments to Colombia.
A potential security threat's been found and then dismantled in Florida. A hunting stand near Palm Beach Airport with a full view of the tarmac and a clear sight of President Trump when he flies in and out of there visiting his Mar-a-Lago home. Deputy FBI Director Dan Bongino just told Fox.
All of the forensic tools we have, from digital tools to biometric tools, they are all going to be applied to try to find out who put this up there and why.
Amazon's web services being restored after an overnight outage that disrupted a lot of popular sites and apps. America's listening to Fox News.
We all know the importance of good daily habits, whether it's getting your steps in, stretching those limbs, or eating right. Doing it on the regular is key. That's why if you're dealing with everyday aches and pain, it's time to bring Relief Factor into your routine. Relief Factor is a daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Developed by doctors, Relief Factor uses a special formula of 4 natural ingredients. Relief Factor doesn't just mask pain, it helps reduce or even eliminate it. In fact, the longer you take it, the more effective it is. So call 1-800-4-RELIEF and try their 3-week quick start for only $19.95. That's less than $1 a day. Simply call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF. Wherever you're having pain, don't let it keep you from living the life you want. Make Relief Factor part of your daily routine. Go to ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF.
We are here with Tom Giglio from Script Stop Pharmacy, Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro, our industry ace. What sets you apart from other pharmacies?
Script Stop Pharmacy, 131 Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro, New York. We're changing the game. We're a locally owned pharmacy, and we'll treat you like family. With fast, friendly service, no-wait immunizations, and automatic refills, we ensure that you never miss a dose. Pick up the phone and give us a call at 315-790-5300, and you won't have to sit on hold with an automated answering system. You'll be able to actually reach out to a person. You won't have to wait in a long line only to find out that your prescription isn't ready or is not in stock. We offer a wide range of services, including text message alerts when your prescriptions are ready. We have an app that you can manage your medications in, and we offer free delivery across all of Oneida County. And with 75 years of combined pharmacist experience, we're here to serve you quickly, reliably, and with a smile. Need a script? Make